Is that gonna be picked up? The muffled noise?
I don't think so.
I doubt it.
All right, y'all. Week 1 of the NFL season has started, man.
Yeah.
As you can see, the all black. It hasn't been good for some of us, but for some of us, only one of us here, our teams won. The rest of us, Chargers, Giants.
Yes, sir.
We have fallen. But we're gonna start off with the Jets and the Bills. But before we start, we got Pushover, we got AK, we got Splash, and your boy the Band. But let's start off with the Jets and Bills, man. Can anybody say they're surprised? I told y'all starting last season, Josh Allen is the most overrated player in the NFL by far. And today, we had the pleasure of seeing it in 4K. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 turnovers. I almost want to say 2 of them were in the fourth quarter, but definitely the fumble was. And when it was time to get it done on the offense, he had the ball in the fourth quarter. You remember he was crying in the Chiefs game a couple years ago? I want the ball in the fourth quarter. The OT rules are unfair. Well, he got the ball this time, but he wasn't able to prove it. And then what they do, the Jets do, they go on the other side, and they get a punt return touchdown. Tripping or not, the Jets were destined to win this game. And you know what's crazy on top of that? Aaron Rodgers was missing too after the first drive. In the middle of the first drive. And the Jets still came out on top. All thanks to one man. Not Sauce Gardner, not Robert Saleh, Josh Allen. He gave the Jets the game. Single-handed. He was their best player.
Yeah.
And one last thing. Their safety, Whitehead, was the second highest catcher on the Jets. And those 3 of them were interceptions.
That's crazy.
Damn.
So this is the Bills team that y'all want to say is top 5. Josh Allen's top 5. This and that and this. Some people are saying the OC and the DC need to go. Oh, okay, they got a new OC, no DC, whatever. Okay, sure. But where's the changes? This is the same Josh Allen we saw at the end of last season that I was trying to tell y'all about. But what y'all think about the game, man?
I still think he's top 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Top
I don't
5,
think
bro.
one game doesn't determine whether he gets kicked out of the top 5 at all.
Exactly.
I still feel like we got a long season to go. A couple more weeks to go by, and then I'll make my decision. But for now, he's still top 5.
I agree.
Exactly. And week 1 is always a crapshoot, you know? It's always
Exactly.
never guaranteed that the precedent is going to be set for the rest of the season.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's top 5 for sure, bro. I don't know what happened this game. He's making some terrible reads. I don't know what he was doing, but he's still an elite quarterback for sure.
But there's one thing that he's still proving his haters right about. He got a turnover issue.
Yeah, he
Gotta
does.
solve that.
It's really bad.
It's bad. I don't know what's been going on, but then it's like you said towards the end of the season last year, and then the beginning of this game,
Yeah.
he still has a turnover issue. I don't know how he's gonna solve it.
To be fair, he is playing the Jets. They are a really good defense.
Huh?
But
Yes.
yeah, they're a really good
Four
defense.
turnovers good?
They're good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Casual.
they're top 5
But the-
defense, but he should not be doing 4
You
turnovers.
know how bad
though.
the interceptions
Instead
were?
of trashing on Josh Allen, I feel like we should praise the Jets defense more.
No,
Yeah.
we're talking about the Bills first.
Because they're
Exactly.
proving themselves
But-
right.
But, okay, this is what I'm confused about. Was the Jets defense so good that Josh Allen had to get 4 turnovers? And on top of that, were any of the interceptions justified? Because the first one was directly to the safety.
One
The
was
second one was directly to the safety. And the third one was directly to the safety. And on the fumble, it wasn't like somebody fumbled it or not. He messed up the snap, then he decided to pick it up, and then he got hit again by the defense tackle, and then he fumbled again.
You know
So
what's
this is
crazy?
all directly as a result of Josh
He
Allen.
should have had 5 turnovers because in the first quarter they blew the play dead when he had the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
the bottom line, he got the interception right after, though.
They did get it right out.
And then another possession, I think C.J. Mosley, whoever, he dropped the interception. So he could have 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
And this is the guy you want to tell me is top 5?
Bro,
So anybody top 5 now?
It is week 1.
No,
It is
it's week 1, and he is top 5. Talent-wise, he's top 5.
For
In
sure.
the league, he's definitely top 5.
He just
I
got
mean,
turnover
he
issues.
just gotta clean up the turnovers.
Once he does that, he's gonna be. He's already really good. He just got to fix the turnover
Mm.
problems. Honestly, bro.
You talking about him like he's a rookie. He's in year 6 now, right?
Is it really year 6 already?
Something like that.
Same amount as
2018,
2018, yeah.
2018.
Wow.
2018.
So fix turnover issues. They're supposed to be fixed right now. That's the stuff you say to year 1, year 2. I'm telling you, I've been saying it. The ride or die about Josh Allen.
His numbers
not
still
safe
speak
bet.
for themselves.
Yeah, he got elite numbers, bro.
Oh, yeah, elite numbers, but where is it in the playoffs? Because outside of 2 games, the Colts and the Chiefs, he's not that guy.
I mean, he's not a guy to have like.
Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, he's not
Patriots,
like
yeah.
a guy to have like 20 interceptions or something like that. I mean, he do have turnover issues compared to like certain quarterbacks, but
No, this is the thing, though. Today, it costed him the game. Last season, his turnovers costed him the game. And you can't say it's because of the defense or the offense because he even had an opportunity in OT to steal the game. He couldn't do it. It's not because Stephon Diggs was playing bad.
Yeah.
Everybody else showed up. The defense showed up.
Yeah.
But it was
James
just Josh
Cook,
Allen.
James Cook is good.
James
He is
Cook
good.
showed
That's
up.
a positive for them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Their new tight end, whatever, Kincaid, he showed up.
Oh yeah,
right?
the rookie. Yup.
But if you're depending on your star player to show up and he decides to stay home and wet the bed when he does show up, I'm telling you right now, the Bills are in trouble. And nobody wants to say it, but they have been in trouble for a long time. Firing no DC is going to solve that. And it's a Josh Allen problem. I'm telling you, this is nothing that you can fix. This is all you can get.
I don't know about that. Once Josh Allen realized, like, okay, I have a really good defense, I need to stop doing all these turnovers. Then this team is gonna go back on a win streak. I don't know what's going on through his head today. Maybe he wants to make an early MVP case. Maybe he's trying to do something crazy today. But once he realizes he has a really good defense, then he's gonna stop throwing these picks because they're gonna win a lot more games. Because obviously, as you've seen today, their defense literally clamped the Jets. They held Garrett Wilson to 34 yards.
Yeah.
I mean,
really
to be
good.
fair, they got Zach Wilson and Aaron Rodgers went down.
Yeah, we can
That's
talk about
true.
the Jets.
That's true.
Aaron Rodgers went down, so
Yeah. But that boy Brees Hall is special, man. I don't know. That
Special.
boy was special today.
Special.
He didn't have too many carries, but he had over 120 rushing
9
yards.
carries, right?
10
carries,
10 carries.
over 124 rushing yards. Every play,
27.
every time he touched the ball was all big plays. It was
Yup.
literally crazy.
He
probably
should have
would've
had a
housed it.
touchdown if
Why
Garrett
is
Wilson
he-
doesn't
why is he
start
splitting
celebrating.
carries at that point? Why are they splitting carries?
No, because it's
Come
good
on,
to
he's
get
coming off an
breathing.
injury.
Yeah.
He's coming off an injury.
I guess it does make sense because he is getting really explosive plays. Because if maybe he plays too many plays, it's not going
Yeah.
to be nearly as
Yeah.
explosive. So he can
Yeah.
come back fully like
I'm not
good.
gonna lie. I don't care if it's week 1. I think this is the best backfield in the NFL.
No, that's too
Nah,
soon.
Dalvin Cook didn't
That
do
is
nothing.
crazy.
He didn't do anything noteworthy.
No, because he literally, like you said, you need a breather to come off, right? And Dalvin Cook is a perfect guy to come in.
That is
'Cause
a-
he's still a solid running back.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But I wouldn't say this is the best backfield in the NFL.
No,
But I would say this is one of the most explosive.
better than
backfields.
him? I
Dalvin
can't
Cook.
think of it. Who's better than
Dalvin
him?
Cook had look.
Wait, who
Dalvin
would be
Cook
better
had
than him?
13
Backfields?
attempts.
Yeah,
Did Dalvin Cook have not more attempts?
he did. He
Yeah.
did.
So how is he better?
No, I said this is the best backfield.
No,
How's
I
he-
mean, how is he
49ers
like?
could
How
be
is it
better.
a tandem, bro? The 49ers. I could say the Falcons got a better tandem.
1000%.
I could
1000%.
say the Chargers with Joshua Kelly
Now,
stepping
yeah,
up.
they might be
Now-
the best duo right now.
Oh,
I ain't
we-
gonna
Oh,
lie.
we gonna get to the
I don't know
Chargers.
about that. I don't know
Not
about
even
that.
rush yards from Joshua Kelly.
I mean, yeah, that was a great game. That was
But-
a great game. But who else? There's a lot of teams that.
I
Got,
think
oh, the
that-
rookie for the Titans stepped up too.
Deion Jackson. is
Yeah,
there?
Still
no.
up there though. I think
It's-
they're
it's-
up
you
there.
can
Nah,
say
Dalvin
Jets
Cook.
are
Dalvin Cook looks washed. I ain't gonna lie.
Or you can say the Chiefs have a better backfield. Arguably.
Hell
Yes.
No.
They
Whoa, whoa,
they have a
whoa, whoa, whoa!
committee.
No, a committee, not a better.
You can say the Lions have a better backfield.
Yes, I agree.
But
Oh,
just
okay.
Yes.
get back-
Yeah.
The Lions, I can
To
see.
get back to the Jets, though, I'm not gonna lie. That defensive performance was very impressive.
Elite.
Because I don't think, like I was saying, I don't think Josh Allen was necessarily put in tough positions, but they did capitalize on their missed opportunities.
They did.
You know what I'm
Jordan
saying? When
Whitehead,
the-
bro. Come on,
crazy.
he capitalized tonight.
That
3
Manning-
picks is
that,
crazy.
That
Three
Manning card's gonna be
INTs.
crazy, but specifically though,
Exactly.
to go to offense, I'm not gonna lie. The offensive line was moving the ball very well,
Yeah.
but the problem is now Zach Wilson. We're in the same situation we were last year.
Exactly. I
Zach
feel
Wilson
so
is-
bad for them. This is a cursed team at this point.
It's your
It's
guy.
unfortunate.
Zach Wilson's your guy now. Like
We don't know that yet. It's
100.
looking like it, but we don't know it yet.
He didn't look too bad this game though. Outside the pick, he didn't look too bad. He looked like he managed the game
Yeah, I
decently
mean,
well.
he managed pretty well. Yeah.
It's not like
14 out of 21.
It's not like he was trying to make hero plays like Josh Allen that literally lost him the game. He literally managed the game.
Yeah.
And when he got his opportunities, he executed.
He's
To
not
be
the guy
honest,
to win you a game though.
he
I
won't
feel
win
so
you a
bad
game.
for them because I feel like if they had Rodgers, this team would be a contender for a Super Bowl.
He won't win you the
That's
game.
how with that
but
defense.
It would've
that
been a
defense will win you games.
Mm.
Obviously, we've seen it tonight against one of the best offenses in the league. So I think that defense is special.
The thing though is that for Zach Wilson to win today, they needed to get a stop at OT against Josh Allen, and they needed 4 turnovers. Zach Wilson, long term, past maybe 3 or 4 games, I'm feeling nervous about him. I'm not gonna lie. This is ridiculous that they're in the same situation, and it's unfortunate. But to say that Zach Wilson's gonna go out there and get you into the playoffs, we saw it last season. It's not gonna happen.
You,
It's-
you think they're missing playoffs?
100%.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
Nah.
I mean, they were 7-9 with him last year, right?
Yeah.
And that
He
was
got benched how
he
many
got
games?
benched
Really, he
with
was
Joe
like
Flacco, right?
5-9 because he only won 5. Joe Flacco
They
won 2
probably
games.
won't make.
I
the
feel like if
playoffs
Brees
now,
Hall stays
actually.
healthy, who knows? They still
Brees
might win
Hall
9
is
games.
special,
They
man.
still might
He's
win
so
9 games
special.
based on that defense alone.
Yeah, it's just that their division is too hard though. That's my only problem.
I mean, we'll see. The
Yeah.
division is hard for sure. You
Yeah.
got a lot of stacked.
But let's go to another team. 2 very controversial teams going on into the season. We had the Chargers and Dolphins face off against each other.
You're
If you don't know who won, it was 36-34 in favor of the Dolphins this week. We saw Tua go out for what? 455 yards?
466 yards.
466 yards?
yeah.
3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like 3 for 3, 4 touchdowns. A couple of them
That's
things.
his career high in yards.
Yeah, he had a career high.
I want to know.
Actually, no. He set a franchise record against the Chargers. He didn't have a career high.
I want to know your guys' take on the Chargers because just
I'll let
Put a
Splash go.
pause,
I'll
put
let
a
Splash
pause.
go. I'll let
I'm
Splash.
gonna put a pause on this for a second. These guys are both Charger fans. They're talking about the Chargers are better than this. Oh, chart Justin Herbert over Tua.
Oh, come
Tua's
on.
gonna wet the bed.
Come on.
They said J.C. Jackson.
Time out.
All these guys.
Week
we're gonna
one,
come in
right
there
now.
and stop Tyreek Hill.
You got two over already.
God
Herbert
bless.
already? Already?
I didn't get there yet, but I'm just gonna say what you were saying last week about saying J.C. Jackson, Asante Samuel.
It's week one, bro.
Well, who's the third corner? Who's
J.C.
the best corner?
Jackson.
Michael Johnson.
Michael Davis.
Michael Davis. Michael
Who's the
Davis.
best corner of your team allegedly?
No.
Who's gonna come out there and stop Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle?
Look, bro.
I just want you to be honest. Don't come here and do
Go
all
ahead,
this,
go
look,
ahead.
bro.
Go ahead,
Look,
Slim.
last year you guys tried to sell us a
Nah,
dream.
no.
You said Disney stories. Oh man, Justin Herbert,
Whoa, wait,
Brandon
wait,
Staley,
wait.
Kellen Moore. Oh man, they motivational speech. This is not Disney. This is the NFL. Please leave that Disney stuff in Miami and LA. We are talking about football right now. Okay, I don't want to hear no
Okay,
nonsense.
let's talk football.
Give it to me.
Let's talk football.
Give it to me, Splash.
Let's start off with this. Why is Brandon Staley still employed? Why is this dude in
That's
the
a
NFL?
good question.
He should not have a job in the National Football League. I said this. How do you blow a 27-0 lead in the playoffs and you still have a job and a career as a head coach in the NFL? If the Chargers want to stop being a poverty franchise, they got to make the right decisions. They just do. The management got to make the right decisions. The fans are tired of this. Why is this dude still employed? I'm sick and tired. I'm still going to watch the weekly, though. That's the sad part. I'm still going to watch it every week. I'm sad. It's just disappointing, bro. You literally have Kellen Moore, who leads the Cowboys to 2 number one offenses, top 5 every single year he's there. This dude should be the head coach. He should be sitting there and go to good DC. Because you have all these stars on defense for what? Derwin James, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa.
We gonna get there.
Let
Let finish. We gonna get
Yeah,
there.
all these guys. This is the high. This is the most expensive defense in the
They're not
league.
the most, but they're one of the
They're
most.
one of the most
expensive.
defenses in the league. Doing absolutely nothing with a defensive good head coach. I'm sick and tired of this. But one thing I'm not gonna do is let you trash on Justin Herbert because you are a clown if you have anything negative to say about Justin Herbert. Because what the hell is he supposed to do?
Well,
He's
yeah.
out here suffering.
No, let's talk about that.
No.
What is
has the most?
Ah.
When he was started on the Chargers, right? His debut. Since his debut, his number one game as a rookie until this day, he leads the league. What's that stat line with the points and then they
Most
gave him
points
one
he
point?
has the most points
has the
in
most
the
points
first 3
scored
years of his
The
career.
first 3 years of his career and the most points given up. And this game is a perfect reflection of his career. What can he do about that? And the last,
I wouldn't
and
even
you know
say
what
it's
gets
a
me even more
reflection
mad?
of
I
his-
ain't gonna lie. The last drive of the game, the most important plays of the game, they had 2 free releases, and then that just pretty much ruins the whole drive. All they needed was to get in field goal range. My thoughts on this game is that the Chargers, I'm not worried yet. I'm not gonna throw the panic button yet, because the offense looks at least still. We have an amazing run game. Justin Herbert with an amazing run game is dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I'm worried about is Brandon Staley not getting fired this season, because he needs to get fired middle of the season, early in the season.
Well, you can't be. Hold on.
Because no.
Did you just say you're not worried, but he needs to get fired?
He needs to get fired.
How?
Yeah, this team's still dangerous. They just need to get rid of him. They need somebody else to make
Who's
the big boy decisions.
Who do you think they should replace him with?
Yeah, find somebody that's comparable.
In mid-season?
Yes. Find somebody that can do something better than him. Anybody at this point. I got a high school head coach. Is better than this
Jeff
guy.
Saturday coming back.
Jeff Saturday. I'll take Jeff Saturday of this
Is
dude.
Rivers coming back as a
Just
coach?
put Kellen Moore as head coach. Let the DC do his thing. And get rid of this guy completely, because he is not the guy. To
So
make
who's
the
the head coach there? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Kellen Moore needs to be head coach.
Then he's going to be having more responsibilities.
I'm fine with that.
Head
Look,
coach
I'm
and
going
OC?
to get my
okay.
2 piece. I'm going to get my 2 piece, man.
Yeah,
I feel like Brandon Staley clearly, I don't know if it's nepotism or if it's just straight up, finessing in interviews. I don't know how he got this job, but he's not a defensive guru. That we just seen. For the last 2 seasons, this has literally been a microcosm of what the Chargers football is about. The last 2 seasons, his greatest run was his first 4 weeks as a head coach when they were in number 1 at one point in the AFC. I feel like they should give play calling duties to the DC and just let him be the game manager, manage the time, decide if we want to go on fourth quarter, because he's not calling anything great as a defensive play caller. Allegedly, we don't know if it's him calling the plays or if it's the new DC, but all I know is what made you decide to go 180 on the game plan did you had for Tua and decide to run man coverage on the most flashiest, fastest receiver in the last ever probably, honestly. In football history. This is Tyreek Hill, his speed demon. Name a cornerback that could guard him one-on-one on man coverage.
Oh, man.
Have we seen it?
Ever.
I don't think there's anybody in the history of the NFL could cover him one-on-one. Deion Sanders probably couldn't keep up with him. That man has track elite speed. So my thing is, the Chargers, I'm not worried about it because it's obviously week 1. You know, Dolphins, I give credit because they are a top 5 offense. I've been saying this. Tua, low-key, can be an MVP candidate. I called it.
Yeah, we will get to
I'm
the
just
Dolphins.
saying the Chargers defense at some point got to be either mediocre or just average if you're going to be called a defensive guru, because Justin Herbert is putting up 34 points. That is the 3rd highest scoring total among all teams in week 1. So you're going to tell me a team that can score 34 points in the first week of the NFL season, 30 points in the playoff game, and you still can't win with Justin Herbert? I blame that on
Brandon Staley.
it's Brandon Staley. Like Anthony Lynn had actually a competent defensive team. I could go all the way back to Mike McCoy. They actually had a good defensive freaking team. When have we seen Brandon Staley coach a great defensive squad?
They're still playing.
You ready?
They're still
Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. I could be the defensive coordinator calling plays, and I could be looking like a defensive guru. What has he done? They hired him. The Chargers, what did the Rams do? They won a Super Bowl right after that. So in my opinion, Brandon Staley is facing some serious allegations. Fan base is turning against him. He got a whole 16 weeks to prove everybody wrong.
I got something for you guys. You said Brandon Staley, right? Brandon Staley?
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you guys for your time. What I have here, I'm forming a court case against the LA Chargers. Because you guys tell me something and they do something completely different. I swear I heard Super Bowl. I heard 13-win season.
14,
I heard specifically from AK, Brandon Staley is our guy. I heard we don't need Sean Payne. We're okay with Sean Payne. We'll stay with Brandon Staley. But fortunately for you guys,
I mean, Sean Payne lost in week 1 too.
I keep tabs. Okay. Last week he said Michael Davis, Asante Samuel, J.C. Jackson, Derwin James, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Brandon Staley. All these guys on defense, right? Okay. That's enough to contain the Dolphins offense. Not only did he say you're going to win, you said it's going to be a blowout win. Okay? But last time I checked, it was 36-34. That's not a blowout. I mean, y'all scoring points, but it wasn't a blowout. Right? Michael Davis gave up 2 touchdowns and 90 yards. Asante Samuel was their best corner for 3 catches, 38 yards. And J.C. Jackson had 3 catches, 99 yards, and he had an interception.
Okay.
You guys said Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack going to combine for like 30 sacks, right? Bosa had 1 tackle. Khalil Mack had 2 tackles.
Who said that? This
and
is
they had 10
wait.
No, that's what y'all said.
When?
I heard y'all.
When?
Okay, if not 30, then I'll say 20. Because you guys both definitely went on record
is
saying
he
that you got
talking
10
about?
sacks
What
each.
is he
But I'm
talking
not done yet. To put in reference how bad the Chargers defense played, Eli Apple, the guy who everyone wants to make a burnt toast meal of, right, had a better game. He guarded Keenan Allen and Quentin Johnson, only gave up 21 yards.
Wow.
I mean, the Chargers had a.
I'm not done yet, though. I'm not done. I'm still cooking.
Go ahead.
Okay? Let's go to the Chargers offense. Who do you think had the ball more? Let me ask you, Pushover. A non-biased party.
Okay.
Who had the ball more, the Dolphins?
Cab,
or the
non-biased. Y'all the 2 Charger
Dolphins,
haters in the
Chargers?
freaking podcast.
It's the
Let's talk
Chargers.
to our
It's the
producer.
Chargers. They had the
He's the
ball
only known biased player.
Who do you think had the ball more time of possession?
Chargers for sure. They got 2
Chargers
turnovers.
for sure?
Yeah, they forced you for turnovers.
Okay. You're correct about that. I'm glad you watched the game.
Yeah.
Because some people have seen something different. They had 32 time of possession, right? 32 minutes. The
Yeah.
Dolphins had 27 minutes time of possession, right?
Okay.
And on top of that, the Chargers were blessed with 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
Now, they're talking about their defense, but the defense got them 2 turnovers, right? So they did their part of the game.
So what?
I thought
Okay,
that-
I'm not done. I'm still going.
Was he
I gotta
just,
live.
you were just
I gotta
trash.
live.
You were just
No,
trashing
let
the
me go.
defense. Now
Last
doing
part,
the
I
part.
listen. I
Okay,
listen to you.
okay,
I
I'm
listen to you.
gonna
I'm
listen,
gonna
but
need
at
you
least
to
try to
shut
make sense.
I'm making sense. You
No,
have to
you're
let me
not.
finish.
Go
You have to
ahead,
let me
though.
finish.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
appreciate it. Thank you. Right? Justin Herbert had 220 yards, 1 touchdowns, right? And he only averaged 7 yards per play. Okay? This is the guy who I thought was better than Tua, who had 466 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception, right? And guess how many yards he had per play? 10.4. Every time he threw the ball, it was a first down.
That's crazy.
That is a fact, okay? I'm going to come to this conclusion. The Chargers are pretenders, okay? We were told the story. AK was using adjectives like flashy. I like this word better, garbage. Because that's what they produce on a week-in, week-out basis, okay? Garbage was something at one point, right? But the end product goes in the trash. The end product of this Charger season is going to be another wasted season of Justin Herbert. Like how y'all trashed Phillip Rivers' career, it's going to be the same thing, and I hate to see it. Y'all came in here, got this most expensive defense, and nothing's happening to it. I just want to know this. is it time we officially say two things. One, the Chargers are pretenders, okay? And two, Tua is better than Justin Herbert. I rest my case.
Okay, that was okay. That was a solid take. That was some solid. Wait, what was Justin Herbert's stats?
Justin Herbert stats one more time. With more time with the ball, he had 228 yards, a touchdown, and 7 yards per play.
Okay, that's a good game. That's not like an elite game, but that was a good game. He didn't lose him the game, to be fair, but he did not win them the game. He did have one drive, the final drive, to end the game. I thought the game was over when he missed the PAT because all they needed was 3 points, but they couldn't close out the game. But, the Chargers' offense is actually looking really good. It's looking really dangerous, too, because they have a really good running game now. Bro, Joshua Kelly was looking really good. Austin Eckler was running crazy. I ain't even going to lie. Austin Eckler was running crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Their pass offense, it's good. I want to see a little bit more, but it's good. But, man, they need some help on defense. In my opinion, they got to rebuild on defense. That is, Khalil Mack, I've been said he's finished. I thought Joey Bosa still had it. I don't know what Joey Bosa was doing. They were missing Torrent Armstead,
He got
too.
one tackle. He got one tackle.
I think Khalil Mack's better than Joey Bosa.
Bro, at this point,
Joey Bosa's looking bad.
he might be. Because I did see Khalil Mack do a little something. Got a few
I don't know
tackles.
what's going on with
But Joey Bosa, Torrent Armstead wasn't even playing. I thought Joey Bosa was going to eat. They were talking about Torrent Armstead's out. I was like, okay, the Chargers are going to get after they're going to get after Tua. They didn't even get after Tua. He has 0 sacks. They have 0 sacks as a team. Bro, I don't even know if he got pressured. Did he even get pressured?
He got pressured like maybe 6 times, 8 times.
Maybe he did get pressured. But I don't know. That Chargers defense is looking terrible. But I also want to talk about this Dolphins team, man.
We're going to get to the Dolphins.
I want to publicly apologize to Tua. I swear, I want to publicly apologize to it. I was unfamiliar with this game. I thought he used to get carried by Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. This dude was making some incredible throws. To me, determine a really good quarterback is third downs. What can you do on third downs? That boy Tua was doing something special on third down.
I agree.
The final drive, there was 4 minutes left. I think it was either 30, 10, 30, 15. The guy rolled out the pocket, or he stepped in the pocket, threw a laser to Tyreek Hill. That's a hard throw to make, too. I didn't think he could make that throw. This guy, Tua, is really good. 466 yards,
You gotta
3
respect him.
touchdowns. That's a really good performance, too. And I forgot to mention, this guy, J.C. Jackson, I don't know why he's in the league. I know you guys hyped him up. Comeback player of the year?
I did not have him up.
Okay, you said he was
Oh
better than
my
he was
God.
last year.
I said
I don't even know if he was better than he did last year.
They hyped him up.
There could be a chance that he can bounce back. But deep down, we all knew this.
Wait,
Okay,
wait,
dude.
you said he's a
Bro, I
man
don't want
corner,
to hear you
right?
talk,
Okay.
bro. You're irrelevant.
I want to say one more thing about
Bro,
J.C. Jackson, too.
J.C. Jackson, are we gonna ignore how he gave him a free 3 points?
Yeah, he did.
Why did he push that DV like he's a rookie?
He did. I don't know that.
This
That help.
dude is a Bill Belichick merchant. I don't think he should get another chance. I think he should be benched until he shows something. I ain't gonna lie.
No, you said he's a man corner, right?
Brandon Staley is too. He's not hard enough on his guys. You gotta let him know, like, bro, you're not
To
doing
be
your
fair,
part.
he benched him. He did bench him.
He did bench him.
He did bench
That's
him.
what I
Yeah.
like to see.
Yeah.
J.C. Jackson probably got the most useless pick of all time. He got an interception. That was good. You need your offense is at the 20. No, he runs out trying to make a hero play. You're at the 5. What happens after that?
Facts.
They have to punt at the 1 yard line.
No.
What happens after that? They get super good field possession.
Yep.
2 plays later, they bombed it.
On
And
who?
he was
On
on
who?
him too. Tyreek Hill.
Exactly.
That
No.
might be-
You gotta set this tone, bro. Like the tone. Not only did he not take a knee in the red zone, he came out to the 4th yard line. Herbert almost got sacked for a safety.
Almost a safety.
They punted, like you said. The punter kicks it for only like 34
Terrible
yards. Right?
punt.
Tua and the Dolphins are in great positioning. And guess who gets burnt on the touchdown?
J.C. Jackson.
J.C. Jackson
Maybe
on
2 plays
Tyreek
later.
Hill. And what are they calling? Man coverage.
Yeah.
But AK, you said that JC is a man corner. This is what he wants, right?
I said he is a man corner, but the defense coordinator or the defense guru, it's up to him. He's the one
I
that's
just
calling.
want to know, what do you think about everything we just said about
Bro,
the
no
Chargers?
one cares about your
No,
opinion.
you don't
like
care 'cause I
everybody,
think
like,
he's
look,
back.
look.
No,
You
you
asking,
did,
look,
you
look,
did.
you're
I think
asking,
he
right?
had
a-
Let me talk. You know how you said Tua is better than Herbert, bro? I don't
Yeah.
even think you believe that.
Well,
Nobody on this table believes that.
If I
The
tell you the
chat
numbers,
doesn't even believe you. The chat out here is saying the Chargers might be pretenders, but you are super wrong about Tua being better than Herbert. So cook him, chat.
Cook
Talk
him.
to him. Talk to him.
I'm too clean to get
All I'm
cooked.
saying is everybody has opinions. What did Chris Jones say? Everybody has opinions, right? But like, well, what was the quote? What was the quote? I don't know if it's PG. I don't want to say it. They're like buttholes, right?
Everybody got one.
Everyone got one,
Well, fair
and they all
enough.
stink. So no one cares about your opinion, bro. You love to talk about the Chargers being pretenders, right? We're gonna get to the Cowboys and the Giants soon, because
Okay,
you're the
yeah,
Giants fan,
yeah,
right?
I know what you-
But
I
look,
know.
but wait. You had your piece. You had your piece.
Nothing. You
I
should have
just said
said
nothing.
nothing.
Talk about the
No.
Cowboys.
You
You're
had your
talking-
piece.
you're
You had
talking
your piece.
everything I
Can I
said.
talk?
I need you to
As
answer
a
my
Giants
question,
fan,
though.
You should have said
We're not
nothing.
talking about the Giants, though, are we?
We're gonna get there, are we?
So let's leave it
Hey,
there.
when we get there, you
AK,
should have never said anything on
please,
this topic right here.
please answer my question. Because I told you this. and
Go
you're
ahead,
telling
go
me-
ahead, talk,
you're
bro.
telling me
You
this,
you
you're
just
telling
want to
me
hear
that.
yourself
You're
talk,
hitting me
bro.
with the iconic shoulder rug. You don't know what's going on. I told you this. I told you that. I told you your defense
Got
is
a
this.
response.
I
What do
gave
you
you
want?
numbers, but I don't got a response.
Bro.
You know the
Okay,
response
what
he told me?
response do you want?
You know the
Yes,
response
yes,
he told me?
yes, you're right. That's all you want.
No. The response he gave me was, you guys set the stage. He got this. He didn't take it.
Bro, the
Chargers
Chargers scored 34 points. You want to make it about Justin Herbert? You made it about Justin Herbert.
about-
You could have said, "Hey, J.C. Jackson's a bum. Joey Bosa's a bum.
That's exactly
Khalil
what I
Mack
did.
is a bum.
Yeah.
Brandon Staley's a bum of a
Yeah.
coach." But you want to make it about Justin Herbert versus Tua.
So we're agreeing then.
No, we're not agreeing. All right, it's your opinion of thinking that Tua is better than
How
Justin
is it
Herbert.
about Justin
Good
Herbert?
for you.
Forget the Tua.
Good
Hey,
for
he
you.
He didn't even think from a logical standpoint about what happened in the game. He said, "Let me find a way to make this about Justin Herbert so I can look goofy on camera." That's what he thought.
Well,
didn't you?
he's
Wait,
act-
That's
wait,
the
wait.
way. That's the
Exactly.
only thing.
If you have some good ears,
I'm such a.
you would notice.
I hate the Chargers so much.
You would
Let me
notice.
to make so I can look different and I can get trying to make a hot take. Let me make it about Justin Herbert too instead of talking about what actually happened.
So when
he
I
literally
so
was the
wait,
reason why
when
they're
I- when I
winning the
said-
game.
when I brought
At
up
first,
when
you
I
want
brought
to
up
trash the defense, and then you want to say some BS and say they did their part just to make Justin Herbert look bad.
Wait, so when I brought up Michael
that literally
Davis,
what I did?
when I brought up Asante Samuel, J.C. Jackson, Derwin James, Khalil Mack,
You
Joey
did.
Bosa, the matchups, Brandon Staley, that was about.
What?
that
When
was
they
about-
played-
Wait,
no,
no,
when
wait,
they
wait,
came
wait,
to
wait,
the-
wait, wait,
when
wait,
they
wait,
came-
wait, 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 wait,
Wait,
wait.
wait,
Let me-
But when it came to
can I
Herbert,
please-
the defense did their part.
Can I please talk?
This
Can I
is what
please
you're
talk?
hiding
Can I please
behind
talk?
Justin Herbert.
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
You said Justin Herbert had the most possession in the game. No,
Time
the
possession,
way you
yeah.
let it. Time of possession. Justin Herbert. You let it like Justin Herbert is the reason why the Chargers lost.
That's not what I'm saying.
No,
I said he had an opportunity.
that
to
is
win,
exactly
So
what
we
you're
don't
trying
have
to imply.
block- You have to block too.
The man can't play hero ball all the time. At some point, the Chargers defense got to step up. You can't be bottom 5 all the time. If Justin Herbert is scoring, how many touchdowns he had? A rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown, right?
Yeah, 2 total.
0 interceptions.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
he did his part. He didn't throw the ball. He didn't throw the game away.
The
I don't
whole
disagree.
offense did their part.
No, you do disagree.
No, I'm
Because
saying-
what you're implying is Justin Herbert is not that guy.
I tell you,
No,
this is
you're
one of
trying
those.
to play that a bad offense
No,
too.
this is what I'm saying. This is one of those moments. Okay, I'll say this: the offense wasn't as productive as it should have been. When you have Keenan, I know Austin Eckler was still doing his thing.
They put 34
and funny
points.
enough, no, okay, sure it was, right? But when are they going to step up and make the bigger plays, right, where they can match a offense like Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins? It's
Did
because
we not
Tua
say-
was
They
making
put up
explosive plays.
34. Did they not match them?
They didn't make no explosive plays throughout the whole game.
No, Austin Eckler got a big one.
Austin
Austin
Eckler
Eckler
had-
got a big
I
one.
don't-
Tyreek Hill had multiple on one drive.
I don't
And
think
that's
he's.
Tyreek
I don't
Hill.
think he's watching the games. I think you're just a box score watcher.
No,
Are you watching the
I was
games?
watching the whole game.
I could tell you the scores.
I
That
can
they
tell you
had.
how it ended.
I could tell you the scores that they drove on offense alone.
Okay.
Do you want to hear how much, bro?
Okay, they scored
You know
34
what?
points.
No,
we
no,
get it, right?
No,
But
I'm
you
bringing,
have to
I'm
talk
bringing up
about-
the stats. No,
you
I'm bringing up
gotta
the
talk
stats.
about
Just
why they
quiet.
lost.
I'm just gonna bring the stats up. Justin Herbert on offense led 4 drives. Do you know how long these drives were?
Tell me. I can
3
tell you
of them
32
were
minutes
75 yards.
almost. Okay,
Is that not great?
that's good. I didn't say he played
Okay,
bad.
one of them was literally for
92.
over 94 yards.
That's solid.
If you're driving the ball and scoring, you made it seem like Justin Herbert got all these turnovers thanks to the defense, and they didn't capitalize on it. Yes, they did.
Okay, I agree with that, right? But all I'm saying is this: one, the defense made the game way harder than it had to be, and can y'all agree with that?
No one is denying that.
Okay, and then two, this is my opinion. While I'm jumping in the weeds, Justin Herbert, because the way you guys gassed him up last week, you said he was better than Tua. You said he's going to go out there.
He
and
still
outplay Tua.
is better than
And you
Tua.
guys
What are you
said-
talking about?
You guys
What?
said they want to blow out the Dolphins, right? So I just want to know.
They scored 34 points.
That's not a blowout though. That's a 2-point
It's a
win.
shootout.
Now let me finish. Now where is the disconnect from your opinion to what happened yesterday? Because I just want to know where can they, close the gap.
Like
Because
we
this is a
already
ridiculous
discussed, preseason and offseason, the Chargers defense got to step up for Justin Herbert. The
Well-
offense is not the problem. It's been the defense for the last 2 years.
I disagree though, because you would tell me J.C. Jackson, Asante Samuel, Khalil Mack, and Nick Bosa, all the Eric Kendricks, they added Eric
Justin.
Kendricks,
Bro,
did we
Aaron
disappointing?
James, right?
Are they
Yeah,
not
I-
part of
they
that?
got-
Are they not
no,
part of the defense?
Are they not?
Are they
performing?
not part of the defense?
Yes.
So
Answer
what did
this,
I
though.
just say?
Are they
The
not
defense got to step up, right?
They
Why are
gotta
you
step up.
talking?
We addressed them. You act
Okay.
like we're still defending them.
No, I'm just trying to
They're
figure out
trash.
because, you guys trying to downplay how bad they're playing, bro. Because you
No,
guys
we
gassed-
didn't.
No.
We're trying to
No,
downplay-
Stop. You gassed them up like going to be a top 5 defense all offseason. You said you're excited.
Who
to see-
said that?
No, you said I specifically heard J.C. Jackson Patiliton is going to come back. I heard all that
He
stuff,
said-
right?
we
I heard
said-
Joey Bosa.
But you said
I heard
top
Joey
five. What is
Bosa and
top
Khalil
five?
Mack when they come back, they're going to be having 10+
So
sacks.
somebody
I
that
didn't
could
see
be
nothing
somebody
like
that could be a top 5 and a comeback player of the year for you as a top 5 cornerback.
Bro, I'm just saying what you said, bro.
You're just
And this is
chatting,
not
bro.
what it's coming
Just
to.
just move on. You're just chatting. at
You
this
say
point.
move on, but hey, There we go, man. I told y'all gonna lose, but I'm the bad guy.
Bro,
I'm the bad guy.
Now
I told you what was gonna happen. You wanna get mad at me? Get mad at the Chargers. They lost.
I didn't
That's
say
not me.
I didn't say Miami's gonna win 2 by 3
Thank you.
points. Yeah.
I said it was
I
gonna
just
be
knew
an easy
that.
win.
I just knew Tyreek Hill's would be way too much for that defense.
He's always
This-
been that
That's
guy for that
since
defense.
The Chiefs too. Even
Yeah,
the
we got
Chiefs.
to
Since
show
the Chiefs
the
era.
Dolphins some love.
Man, the Dolphins. They're
We
gonna
tried.
be great.
I was trying to talk about the Dolphins. This man wanted to
Now
make
you
it about
trying
the
to duck the
Chargers.
Chargers.
We already had a transition going.
Here we are.
Now, hey, Tua, congratulations for your Week 1 game, bro. Dolphin fans, congratulations on your Week 1 celebration. That's your Super Bowl.
If I'm a Dolphins fan, I'm praying Tua stays healthy because
Yeah, oh my. God.
I said this. I ain't gonna lie. Before we end this off, I wanted to show Tua some love. I ain't gonna lie. I've been said this before. He reminds me of somebody. He's a better version of Drew Brees.
Better version.
That's
No,
the craziest comparison.
not because Drew Brees is an all-time great, but he's literally like they play the same height. They're not too big, and Tua, you can say he's the most accurate quarterback in the league. Is that false? That's all. That's it. He doesn't throw the deepest ball. He's not the most athletic, but what's his game? Getting the ball in the right spot. They were throwing the ball in the middle of the
He
field.
throws some tight windows.
They were
He did
throwing
throw
the ball in the middle of the field most of the game. You know how
tight
hard it
windows.
is?
Yeah, tight
I don't care
windows.
if it's Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. He's throwing the ball in the middle of the field at
Yeah.
tight windows. This dude is him, bro. Okay, my bad. I didn't mean better version of Drew Brees, but he reminds me of Drew Brees because this is the way they play, the way they throw the ball. This is straight
I ain't
accuracy.
gonna lie. You made a good point
Straight
right there. I'm
accuracy.
not gonna lie. While I was watching Tua, I was very unfamiliar with his game. I thought he got carried because of his players.
He was doing the same thing he did last year. Didn't he throw for almost
Nah, not like this.
almost-
This 460.
Do you not remember
Yeah,
against
that
the
Ravens
Ravens?
game. That Ravens
that was a
game.
good
Yes,
defense.
I thought that was an outlier game. But in week 1, he's already doing this, and I thought because coming to this game, I was expecting the Chargers gonna play some really good defense, right? But obviously Tyreek Hill is still gonna make some plays. Nah, bro, the defense couldn't even stop nothing, bro. It was all Tyreek Hill and Tua.
got some flaws,
Tua, in my
man.
opinion, could be MVP this year. I think this team is so good. This
I'm already
offense
on
is so
record
good.
for saying he might have been an
This
MVP
offense
discussion.
is so good. They could be one of the most explosive offenses of all time this season.
Mike McDaniels
All
is
time?
elite.
All time, for
I
sure.
wouldn't say all time. I would say they're top 5 in this league's game right now. In
I can
offense.
see this happening more often. Not 466 yards, but I can see them put up 35 a game.
We saw it last year.
We saw it last year.
We
This
saw
could
it last
really be
year.
the most explosive
It was
offense
not even a
of all
debate.
time. One of them, right behind the Broncos. That's my hot take.
What?
Right behind the Broncos, 2013.
Oh, what the heck?
Okay.
No, I was
Because they had 35 points.
You
per
got
game.
you got to lead with that 2013.
I said all time. I said all time though.
Yeah,
I said
I'm
Broncos.
thinking of the 2023 Broncos.
No chance.
We're
No
gonna
chance.
get
No
there.
chance.
Now, me personally, my quick take on the Dolphins game. You know, first I just want to say thank you, Dolphins. What y'all did, God bless. That was God's work. Dropping off the Chargers, man, thank you. That's part of my attire today, so I appreciate that. But more importantly, though, specifically with Tua, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were a fraud. Not necessarily a fraud, but you were in the contention for. Are you one of those guys who are better because you have your wide receivers, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, bail you out? But that wasn't necessarily the case. I think we all saw that. But another thing that really impressed me with this game was that he was able to make those big throws down the sideline, and especially on that fade route. I don't know if y'all saw the ball placement
Oh
on that
my
fade
God,
route.
that was a great ball.
Yeah, that was
placement.
nice.
That was
That was
amazing.
nice.
That was great.
It was not all Tyreek. It was part of Tua was part of the success too because
Yeah.
it wasn't just Tyreek. It wasn't just Jalen Waddle. You had Barrios getting some catches. You had
Yeah.
the tight end getting some catches. It was different types of formations. The offensive line was holding up pretty well against a decent pass rush. In my opinion, this Dolphins team, there are only a couple of key players on defense just stepping up, not even coming in, just stepping up. Bradley Chubb stepping up. Xavier Howard getting it together. You know, Jalen Ramsey potentially coming back halfway through the season. That could have an impact on the team. Javon Holland and all those guys. But this Dolphins team is legit. They could really come out that AFC East. So
They
we don't
can,
know. We
they
don't know what
can.
we're going to see on
Yeah.
that Dolphins team, right? We're moving on to the next team. This is what I was dreading most. Percy is a Giants fan. We have the Cowboys and the Giants. I know everybody's about to get their lick back. But before I let y'all start, I do want to say a couple of key things. If you don't mind, also, not only did I build a case on the Chargers, I also built a case on the Giants. I'm a fair person, believe it or not. And this is how my case starts. I've been a Giants fan since 2011. I saw success. I saw Super Bowl rings. I saw Eli Manning do his thing, contrary to popular takes, right? I have been watching this franchise be the worst franchise of the 2010s up until this point. Us and the Jets. But this is the thing that pisses me off. Every single year, they ask us to hold out for them. We're going to get better. We're going to get better. We are playing for a top 5 pick every single season. And this season is not going to be any different. Honestly, I ain't going to lie to y'all. When we did our team prediction, I said 13 wins. I knew I was reaching. I was reaching. I was stretching everything. But now, after that first game, not only did I see us lose by 40, I think the biggest thing is that we have no hope for the season almost. Our right tackle, Evan Neal, garbage. Bredesen, our right guard, garbage. Michael Schwartz, whatever our center is, garbage. The only bright spot on the offensive line is Andrew Thomas. And he was lucky getting cooked too a little bit until he got hurt. And I'm not even going to put too much blame on Daniel Jones specifically because he got sacked 7 times. He got pressured, 11, 12 times. He only threw the ball, 18 times, maybe 20-something times. The receivers were not getting open. We got Stephon Gilmore versus Dan Waller. And then we got Trayvon Diggs versus Sterling Shepard. And then we have Paris Campbell's at number 3. The guy who couldn't even stay in Indianapolis, who has no receivers. And then we have Saquon, who can't even get any contact. Go without contact past the line of scrimmage. How many tackle losses did the Cowboys have? This was
A lot.
Yeah. It was just a complete mismatch. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the Giants have any hope moving forward. I think this is a team that has to prove what they were even had the team they were last season. The only bright spot was the defense, in my opinion. Even though 16 of the points came from our offense, the defense did held into 20-something, maybe 30-something. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing to celebrate, but they only had 100-something yards on passing, 100-something yards rushing. They had 3 touchdowns, but, here we are. New York Giants Monday, man. This is what it looks like.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Let me go. Please.
Okay, go ahead.
I know you're going to get your leg back. I'm ready.
Pretty much, you sat here and said that this team has no hope going on for the rest of the season. You said this team has no way to compete. You said that they're going to be playing for another top 5 pick. Same thing like how they always do every single year. So pretty much what you're telling me is that everything I thought about the Giants is right.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
But last week, he was talking about they're going to win 13 games. And almost, you said win the division, right?
Yeah, I said that.
I swear it was 15. I'm not gonna
He
lie.
said 15?
I don't know.
It might have been 14.
So where did all of that go? So I'm getting the feeling that you like to chat a lot, but you don't believe what you're chatting about, and you're saying what you really knew what your team was this whole time. I feel that's the energy I'm getting.
You call
And
me a YouTuber?
I think that you generally thought that you already seen this coming, but you just try to hide it. And I don't appreciate liars. And you're a liar, my friend. Everything I said about Dan Jones is correct. This dude is a sorry bottom 25 receiver. Come on, my bad. You might as well be. Might as well be.
Why not?
He's a top 25 quarterback. Everything I said about this dude is correct. He crumbles under the pressure. He cannot thrive when there's pressure. He's not that guy. He never will be that guy. I've been told you this. Time to accept the reality that your team overpaid a dude. He's not getting paid.
What do you mean by pressure, though?
Pressure like when the light shines bright. When the light shines bright, he turns into a deer with a car right in front of him. That's what I mean. He is not the guy to lead a team. I said he might be able to because they have a great head coach, but. It's looking like the Giants are going to be the Giants and nothing's going to change for them. I said they have no hope going forward. I've been knew this. This is the team that you support. Then they have no hope going for them at all. And I just think that they got to find their identity. Something I've been preaching. They don't have no identity. They suck. They're not a good team. They're a poverty franchise. And
Okay.
When they get to that point, when they do find their identity, maybe you guys will have life. But I don't see that happening until the next 3 to 5 years.
Okay, I'm not
I
gonna
would
lie.
say two.
ridiculous.
I would say 2 to 5 years. That's when they'll find their. I think it might get a groove, but they're never gonna win the division probably in 5 years.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This legit might be the worst team in the league. Not one of the worst. The worst team in the league. The next week, y'all are playing the Cardinals. The battle between the worst and arguably the second worst team in the league.
I said they might find their identity, right? They could get Caleb Williams.
I was going with them. That's what I was leading with.
Congratulations. You might get Caleb Williams. At this point, I'll be so happy for you. Just sit back and relax. Watch them get blown out every game and hope that you get Caleb Williams because that could give them life.
That's what I was going with this. Y'all two are about to play. The loser of that game gets Caleb Williams. So realistically, if you guys lose, that's a big win for later on in your future.
Yeah.
Y'all move on from Daniel Jones, and y'all get Caleb Williams. I'm not blaming this all on Daniel Jones. That O-line was so – that O-line was literally terrible. I swear I could maybe have done something better than that. They were so bad.
You might have gotten a sack.
I don't know. I might have, bro. They would have let me. If I was on the Cowboys, I probably ran through and sacked Daniel Jones. I'm not even. It was that bad. It was that bad at one point. But I don't know. You guys are just finished. You guys have nothing going on for you. Saquon, he can't really do much.
Trade him.
You can't. I'm not gonna blame him on Saquon because he's a really talented player, but he has no offensive line to help him and support him so he can run. I feel offensive line is way more important than an elite running back.
He was part of the problem though, but.
I don't know if he was part of the problem. Well, you can't get run game going when your O-line's not blocking for you.
He gave up an interception.
He gave up an interception, but I'm talking about like the run game. The run game was non-existent.
That's true.
Obviously, the pass game was nowhere to be found. We're not even talking about that. I think 82 yards, 2 picks. Was it?
No, he
Yeah.
had 100 something yards at the end.
No,
Darren Waller-
that was less.
No, he had 100.
Darren
Hey, but
Waller.
I know he had the worst QBR in NFL history, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it was
History?
6.8, 8.6 or
History of the
6.8.
season.
No,
Yeah,
history.
That's the guy you've been defending for.
History.
And to
That's the guy you've been defending
defend
all these years.
to defend a team that lost by 40 points, to me, you have to switch teams at this point. This is getting ridiculous. So I don't know.
Bro,
That's
all right.
all right.
Bro. 40, no, bro. Poverty.
Yeah.
You don't even watch them, bro. Don't even
Yeah.
watch them. Just focus on. Just watch the Chargers more than you watch the Giants, because at this point,
I will.
yeah, thank you for admitting it. Go ahead.
So going into the offseason, we were talking about Dak Prescott. What was he, a turnover machine?
Yeah.
Let's see. Who's going to cover Darren Waller, right? That's one of your points, right?
Oh man.
These are most of Giants' fun points. It's not just yours.
God.
We have a better D-line than the Cowboys. We finally have speed with Jalen Hyatt, right? And then to make this so funny, you came last week saying this is a rivalry. You said this is an actual rivalry.
They never beat Dak Prescott, right?
They never beat
No.
Dak
Oh, he
Prescott.
plays a full game because he got injured and
drafted
then
in
won.
2016, by the way.
Well, to be fair, when he was a rookie, he probably lost a couple games, but who's counting those?
Not
He
to
was
the
a rookie.
Giants.
Nah,
Not
he
to the
ain't.
Giants.
He only lost one when he wasn't playing. He's 11.
It was when he
Either
snapped
way.
his leg. We don't count that.
Either way, the Giants, you predicted what, 14 wins, bro? Like, are we surprised that they got skunked 40-0?
No, I'm not, to be honest.
I'm generally not. I'm
I
not gonna
called
lie
it
to
a
you.
mismatch. I knew it was a mismatch.
I
I,
said
said
it
it last
was a
video.
mismatch
I
too.
said it's a mismatch. It won't
Yeah.
even be a close game.
Exactly.
I didn't know it was gonna be this bad. This is just terrible. 40-0, 0 points.
I, ain't
0
gonna lie,
points.
I thought they were going to score maybe one touchdown.
Me
take
too.
one, right?
I'm
You
not
know?
gonna come here and be like, oh, I'm happy they got blown out by 40. I knew they weren't gonna do nothing. There's nothing to hate on. Why am I gonna hate on a team that has no hope?
Nobody's saying. Just
No,
speaking
I
facts.
understand why he hates on the Chargers. You see, we got Herbert, we got
Yeah.
life. You know what I'm saying? We have hope. I'm not. What is there to hate on for the Giants? I just look at shit. I
There's
feel
literally
bad.
no hope,
That's,
bro.
that's the difference between us Giants fans and you. We just look at you. We feel bad. And we just say that they're gonna come here and drop a dirt every week.
It's hilarious,
Okay,
bro.
okay.
There's nothing to hate on.
Can I say something
There's
though?
nothing to hate on.
Look, they're gonna
Am I
finish.
wrong?
They're gonna finish last in their division. They're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
looking like it.
probably in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes, but they can't even draft him because they paid Daniel Jones as their
They're
starter.
gonna be paying a backup.
No, but I'm
If they get
serious.
Caleb Williams.
Are they gonna pull the plug? Like after 1 year,
Yeah.
150 million
If
after
they get Caleb Williams, I don't see why not.
After
you
James
got
have
him.
no
You got
choice.
him under contract for 4
They
years.
have no choice. They're gonna be paying a backup.
This
Honestly,
reminds me-
bro-
This reminds me of Kenny Galladay 2.0, but worse.
I would be
Kenny
happy for you right
Galladay,
now.
this is
You should be-
astronomically bad.
So you know Daniel Jones is
No.
he's trash.
No, I'll say something, but I'll let you go first.
I think you should honestly be happy right now because you guys have
How?
you have the worst. No, because you have the worst in the league. You have such a bright future if you get Caleb Williams. If you
There's
really think
no
about it.
future
you trade
with
Daniel
Caleb-
Jones.
Bro.
You get a draft pick, and plus you get Caleb Williams. 2 years later, you might mess around and
Who
start
says-
contending
I
for
have
the
a question.
division.
I ask you guys a question. Wallah, I'm not even trying to argue. We have a better roster than we did last year.
No.
How did we get worse?
I disagree.
Okay, but how do we get worse? We added Darren Waller. You would think something's there. We added Paris Campbell. Sterling Shepard's coming back
You
healthy.
know-
Isaiah Hodgins playing a full season. We got Evan Neal in a year 2. We got a new center, right? We drafted the number 1 corner in the league. I mean, in the draft, the number 2 corner. You would think we got better, but we got blown out by 40 points. We didn't even do that in the last 3 seasons.
Well, you guys start off the game really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you guys were gonna go out there and score on the opening drive, but ever since that blocked field goal, that was literally the end of your season. I know it was the first drive of your whole season. That was the last. That was literally your final drive ever.
You know what's
You guys
crazy?
would, huh?
You know what's crazy? I didn't mean to cut you off. You know what's crazy? I generally think this is like the Titans game last year. When Saquon made that touchdown or 2-point conversion, whatever it was, at the end of that Titans game, it was a momentum for us, right? But as soon as I saw our field goal get blocked by a team like the Cowboys, who already owns us for the past half a decade, I knew it was up. Because the Cowboys' defense and that offense is just too good to let opportunity slip by. I think what we saw was, I can't even say the Cowboys are that good. It's more like we are just that bad, bro. Not only did we lose to ourselves, we kept shooting ourselves in the foot. 16 of their points in the first quarter alone came from us.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, we started giving the ball more and more. Now, Daniel Jones, you could say, sure, he's the problem, right? But who else on that team responded to any of this? Nobody played good except Dexter Lawrence, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So you can put the blame on one person, sure, right? But let's say you get Caleb Williams. You're still going to have the same receivers. You're still going to have Darren Waller tied up on a $17 million contract per year for the next 3 years at the age of 30, okay? You're still going to have a defensive line who's halfway decent, a deep room who gives up yards to CeeDee Lamb. I mean, I don't know, bro. Me personally as a Giants fan right now, I'm just hoping that this is a fluke, kind of like the Vikings was last year. Then when I think they played the Eagles, right? It was 40-7. I'm just hoping it's the same thing, and we make the playoffs somehow. We get blown out in the playoffs. That's all the hope I have, but that's all I got, man.
Okay.
But I do want to read something now. We got correspondence. You know how they do. Somebody said the entire Giants offense needs to be killed in the depths of the cartel-controlled Mexico.
Oh my God.
That's
crazy.
ridiculous. I
That's
don't know
crazy.
who said that, but God, bro,
the
find
hell?
God.
That's crazy.
You're sick. Anyways, though, let's talk about the Cowboys, though.
Yeah, I want to talk about the Cowboys.
How y'all
Can
feeling?
we say that they got the best defense in the league?
They really might. But they're playing against the Giants. I want to see them play like the Eagles.
This game specifically, I'm not gonna lie. I see Dak Prescott. I'm still not impressed. This defense is the main reason why they won this game. Dak Prescott is just he doesn't move me. I don't know what it is. I just don't. Y'all, do y'all disagree with me?
I agree with
He,
you.
he, he didn't
I think
lose the game.
I think last
He
year Dak
didn't lose
Prescott
it.
was just a fluke year. I think this is just the true Dak Prescott. I think he's not a turnover machine.
He didn't have to
That
do
was
much. The game was already over by the first quarter.
It was already over.
Yeah.
The second drive.
This
Yeah.
Yeah, Dak Prescott, that was the fluke year last year. I think this year he's going to go off for like close to 30 touchdowns and maybe like less than 10 interceptions.
Mm.
This
not
guy's a
gonna-
really good quarterback.
I'm not gonna lie. I did come out here last week when we were doing the predictions, and I said the Cowboys might not be as good as they usually are because Dak Prescott's gonna have it down here, and then he's gonna get replaced. I'm wrong. I'm not gonna lie because I did not expect the defense to be this good. Stephon Gilmore's still a top tier cornerback. What
That's
the
why
hell?
I
He
literally
might be
said,
top- he might be top five.
said that. I literally said that.
Yep.
Trayvon Diggs and
They got,
Gilmore
they
are
got
the
the,
best
they
duo.
got the
I've been
best.
said
They got
this.
the best by far. And not only that, that D line is insane.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie. After this, I'm ready to admit something. They're contenders.
I said, me and you been said this.
I might
I've
be
been
another-
saying they're going to the
I-
Super
I-
Bowl.
I ain't gonna lie.
I've been saying they're
I
going
wouldn't
to
be
the Super Bowl.
surprised if they go to the Super Bowl. This might be the year they finally get to the championship game.
I'll
I
did it.
literally
I'll
said
did it.
this. I
I've
said the
been saying
NFC is
this.
weak. They added Gilmore. They added Brandon
Yep.
Cooks.
They
Those
might,
are
they might
those-
even win the division.
That was sleeper moves. I've been said this.
They might
Look
even
how
win
good
the division.
Gilmore's playing. He got a pick in his first game as a Cowboys.
Yep.
Like this guy's
Shut
insane. He's
Yeah.
insane. He could
This
lock.
is-
He could lock down your number one receiver. And the crazy part is he's the number 2 corner
He
on
was
the
going
team.
against Darren Waller, too. It wasn't just a receiver.
That's what I'm
To
saying.
be
I mean,
fair though, it was I guess debatably the worst team in the league.
One of the
Sorry.
worst.
but for the
maybe.
defense, this was a
Sorry,
statement
not
game.
sorry.
Can we talk
Sorry,
about
not
Brian
sorry.
Daboll though? Can we
What?
talk about Brian Daboll?
Go ahead.
I'm curious to see what you have to say.
Is it fair to say he was a 1-year wonder?
Fluke year. I was
fluke
thinking that
year?
too. I was thinking that too. You don't lose 40-0.
Do you think he deserved that Coach of the Year?
You know,
As of last year with that terrible roster? Yeah,
I think it
I'm
could have.
not
I think it
eight.
could have gone to what's his name on the Jaguars.
Doug Peterson.
Peterson.
I've been
Could've gone
saying
to
Doug
Doug
Peterson should have got it because they were back-to-back years where they were
First round
first
They
overall
won the
pick.
division.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
they
yeah.
won
And the
division.
Giants actually had a decent like players like the who's Lawrence, right?
Dexter Lawrence,
Dexter Lawrence, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Leonard Williams. You don't
Yeah.
think he's not bad? All right.
Kayvon
Come
Thibodeau.
I'm not-
Kayvon
I'm not-
Thibodeau.
Hindsight though, to be fair.
No, I'm not even saying high. Like the Jaguars, who did they have? Right. So,
Well,
anyways,
don't
Doug
just say
Peterson
that.
is obviously heads and shoulders better than Brian Daboll. But I feel like because of Brian Daboll and the New York bias media, they gave it to him.
To be honest, I wouldn't even say it's Brian Daboll, but I would say it's more of Mike Kafka and Wink Martindale. I think they had the worst game plan that has ever been
Bro,
devised
he
in history.
had Daniel Jones in the game when they were losing 40-0. Like what kind of
What
coach
are
does
you
that?
cooking?
That's what I'm saying.
And you know who got hurt? Andrew Thomas.
I know.
Now what? You know what I'm
Look,
saying? Now
that's what
what
I'm
we
saying.
gonna do?
Pull your starters. Pull your starters. I feel like he was just right on a momentum, like you said. They were on a crazy
know,
high. They were winning close games. They just
He
you know.
probably wasn't trying to get skunked because that's a crazy look. But, they still end up
Say,
getting
and now
skunked
you lose your
40-0.
left tackle, your top
Yeah.
left tackle.
Our best player.
Yeah,
He's our best
and
player.
their whole old line is trash.
I
And
think
that was your best old
that
line.
was a fluke year for sure. I always thought they would.
For sure.
It
They
might
won.
be.
No,
it
One
might
game. One game.
No, it
I
might
know.
be.
It was just
One
one
game,
game.
please.
But first, you lost by 40 points. That's not an excuse.
I'm
But
saying.
I'm saying last year, you guys won way too many one-score games. I was saying this is no way that could happen again this year. And you guys go out there in your opener,
Not only that,
40-0.
they have one of the hardest schedules.
Yeah, that
top
too.
5.
And
They're the third.
One of the hardest divisions too.
How-
They're-
how-
They,
how
they
many
might
wins
they
you
might
get?
be lucky if they get 6 wins. I'm not gonna lie. I said they're gonna win 6 to 7, maybe.
I say 4 to 5.
Beginning the season before
Hey.
game 1, I said 8 wins.
Hey.
I say 1 to 3.
Now
Hey.
I'm saying,
Okay.
now I'm saying I'm looking more towards 3 wins.
Wow.
I feel like they're gonna be so bad at some point. They're thinking, okay, we have a chance for Caleb Williams. Why don't we go get him because Dan Jones not playing as good?
Yeah.
Boom. you
So
guys get
why?
Caleb
See,
Williams.
this is why I don't understand. Why did they not franchise him and not
Oh
give
my God, that would've been the
not
right-
give Saquon the money?
I don't know.
What were you
Caveats,
cooking?
caveats.
Who's the GM?
I was the GM. I'm not gonna lie, that was a terrible decision. Joe Schoen was the GM, but in my opinion, when they decided to extend Daniel Jones, it wasn't a question of is this our guy, but they were almost held at gunpoint because who else are you gonna get? Like,
I would have took Andy Dalton over him.
Would you really though?
Yes.
I mean, really?
I would literally
Because
say
bring
it's a
it-
down year. I know Caleb Williams is coming next. I'm thinking about the future. I'm not thinking about it right now.
This is a team that has got rid of head coaches and OCs and DCs for no reason.
Did they
I don't-
think they could win a Super Bowl with Daniel Jones?
No.
Was there a Super Bowl window?
No.
So it's like, okay, we see
But-
what you did. You improved, but we're gonna give you this
know
amount.
what
If
it
you
is,
don't
though?
want this, nobody else is gonna give you this contract.
They
Bye.
were thinking it was like Josh Allen and Brian Daboll. Okay, now this is like, okay, we look at last year like a rookie year. Now he's going to take steps up. But this guy just,
Hey man,
I think he hit his peak last season at 3,200 yards.
that's what I'm saying.
But anyways, let's get back to the Cowboys though. One thing I do want to say, I know they got rid of Kellen Moore, and then there was a lot of heat going on about that. And okay, Mike McCarthy wants the keys on offense. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think that getting rid of Kellen Moore might have been a good thing for this offense, particularly because we're seeing the receivers play in a different way than they have. When you had Kellen Moore, it was more like slant routes, dig routes, combinations, right? But there's a specific play where they lined up CD on the inside, close to the tackle, and they did like a pick route on the three receivers, and the people were just getting open all game. I know they only had like 140 yards on offense, right? But they have something to build off of. The only reason I don't think they had more yards on offense was because they didn't want to show their playbook because you're up by 30. There's no need. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I think this is the best offensive line in football. I'm not going to lie, hands down, because even though we still lost by 40, you're still going against Leonard Williams, Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, right, and Azeez Ojulari. That's halfway decent, right? But they still demolished them, and Tony Pollard had what? I think he had like 70-something yards. They had 3 rushing touchdowns.
Two.
Dak Prescott got touched, 2 times by Dexter Lawrence? You know what I'm saying? So I think this Cowboys team has nothing to worry about. And especially if you go into the other side of the ball on defense, that defense line, you had Armstrong with 2 sacks. You have Micah Parsons abusing Evan Neal the whole game.
Abusing him.
You know what I'm saying? You have Mozzie Smith. Look, he got clamped a little bit, but he's still there. You know what I'm saying? And then you got DeMarcus or whatever, Lawrence, whatever, eating too. And then behind them, you got Vander Esk and whoever the other linebacker is going crazy as well. And then you go even further back, you got Trayvon Diggs and you got Stephon Gilmore.
The best duo in the league.
And not only, this is not one of those teams, right, who they have good players and we just want to see what they do. They have good players that are playing good. You know what I'm saying? So, and they have Dan Quinn, the best DC in football. So the sky's the limit for this Cowboys team. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about. But let's move on to the Packers and the Bears. The Packers won 38-20, right? And me personally,
What the heck were y'all cooking? We all thought the Bears were going to be this top tier team.
I don't know what I was cooking.
Yeah.
They're not ready. I said this. It's obvious.
You know what's crazy too? People were talking about MVP talks too. Y'all remember that in the offseason?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Justin Fields and
You gotta
all
be
that?
fair, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because Justin Fields didn't really have a fair shake on offense. He was running around behind the line of scrimmage. They're trying to get a sack. DJ Moore was getting clamped by Jay Alexander. It's like, yeah, nobody really throw it to.
Yeah, that's true. Jay Alexander is special. But yeah, I don't know. That Bears offense just didn't look good to me. In my
I would just say
opinion.
maybe it was just the Packers defense that was still good. It's always been a good defense.
yeah,
It
yeah,
just,
sure.
they lost Aaron Rodgers, you know?
Yeah.
So,
But I expected more from the Bears, though. I'm not gonna lie. I expected more
Yeah.
from Justin Fields. I thought Justin Fields and what's his name, Jordan Love, were gonna have a little battle, but nah, Jordan Love absolutely wiped him out.
Let's start with the Packers, though. I think Romeo Dobbs had, 3 touchdowns, right? Or maybe 2 touchdowns, something like that.
2 or 3.
Aaron Jones is going
he had
off.
two. He had
Yeah,
two.
And really sealed the game for me, in my opinion, was when they started giving the ball to Aaron Jones more in the second half. He
Nah,
just
he's
started
hurt.
taking over.
Nah,
Yeah.
he's hurt.
Yo,
He's
how
hurt
did
now?
they do that?
Nah, he's
'Cause
hurt.
Such a
What happened?
What do you mean? Hamstring.
hurt.
He's hurt.
Really?
Yeah.
What was I? That's crazy.
Yeah, he's hurt. They overused him. You got
Which is
the
crazy 'cause
best
they have AJ
tandem.
Dillon.
Yeah, you got AJ Dillon. You could have, offset it. But, I mean, hey, now you got Aaron Jones without out for maybe. He might be
Yeah,
out. He
he
might
was
be
playing
out.
really good that game.
Really
too. I
good.
think
He
he
had
had
2
like
touchdowns.
130 scrimmage yards too. One
And
receiving,
And
two
2
one
touchdowns.
rushing.
touchdowns.
One
He
rushing
was-
touchdown, one receiving
He was
touchdown.
playing crazy too, man. That he looked really good with Jordan Love, man. But
Shout out to
Matt
Matt
LaFleur,
LaFleur, bro.
yeah.
He's so underrated as a coach.
this Packers team might be sneaky good, guys.
Not even
We
sneaky.
gotta
I don't
watch
even think-
out.
Not even sneak. I don't think they skipped.
They
a
might
beat.
come out
This is the same team. This is the same exact team from the last four.
They
4
look
years.
so good though.
They're still there because they still have that elite defense. As long as you have Jordan Love who can manage the game well, and if Aaron Jones comes back healthy, I wouldn't be surprised if they just dominate the division like usual. It's between them and the Lions. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
that's what I was gonna say. They're gonna be
Because that
competing.
defense is still elite.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think they skipped the beat.
Jay Alexander, my goodness, Jay Alexander, he's special, bro. The way he be locking them corners, the way he did DJ Moore, I think 24, he held him to 24 yards.
Top tier
Incredible,
corner.
bro.
Top tier corner.
Top 5 corner, in my opinion. That guy's
You know,
special.
going back to Jordan Love though, low key, this might sound a little crazy, but I seen little flashes of Aaron Rodgers in him. I don't know what it was, but when he throw it off his back foot, or when he would just sit in the pocket,
He
and
did
then
learn a
throw it
lot.
Right away, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can see that he picked up some of Aaron
He
Rodgers'
did.
traits. You know what
He
I'm saying?
did.
And then there's some quarterbacks when they get into the game for the first time where they know they're starting no matter what. They get into the game, they try to win the game on the first throw. But he was just like meticulously going down the field,
Yeah.
taking it bit by bit, giving it to the hot hand, trusting his arm, which is
Yeah,
key.
he looks so good, man.
And the Packers won the game. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think low-key this is a Packers team, like you guys were saying, that was sneaky good. And I think I agree with Splash. They didn't miss a beat from Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. I think getting rid of Aaron Rodgers was low-key a good thing because now
Yeah.
they got, what, 2 first-round
They have
picks because
two
of it?
fouls, Yeah.
And you have a good quarterback that's playing good right now. So.
And Christian Watson wasn't even playing.
Christian Watson, oh my
Mhm,
God.
mhm.
Yeah, this Packers team is they're gonna be really good, especially in the future too.
They could be building a little dynasty right
They-
now, matter of fact.
I don't know about dynasty, but they could be building a Super Bowl team soon.
The only thing, though, is they did not pick up Jordan Love's extension, though, did they?
No, they picked it up. I
Oh,
mean,
they
they didn't fully pick it up. They extended him.
Okay.
Oh, they
they-
did extend them.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
right, for a year
so
or two, right?
he signed the contract where he forfeited that bigger money. They wanted to see him prove it.
So it was 2 years extension?
No, one.
Just 1 year
One.
extension?
Oh, I mean, on top of his rookie deal, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, he's
Okay, so they
yeah,
don't have
he's-
to pay him for at least a year
no.
or two.
They could pay him.
Okay, that's true.
They could pay him if they
That's
want
true.
to. Obviously, they just wanted to field this year. What the Giants should have done, if you think about it.
I cannot disagree with you.
Yeah. I
cannot
mean, he
disagree.
looked better than Aaron Rodgers did when he first debuted. That's the crazy thing. 3 touchdowns
Yeah.
is nuts.
3 touchdowns is nice.
guess it's
3
decent.
touchdowns.
Decent team, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I mean, the defense was always suspect for the Bears, but wow, it's
Still-
like
that's crazy.
that's crazy.
38
'cause
points.
38 points. And the last time we seen Jordan Love, he looked bad with
Yeah.
the Chiefs against the Chiefs, or whoever it was.
Yeah.
Like
You know, it's crazy. Bears fan probably think Aaron Rodgers gone. We got it now. But
I would think so too, because he's this day. I mean, technically, it's not a debut, but like the first game where you're the fully
Starter.
To be fair
QB1.
though, he finally got like a full season with the training camp with the starters. So now
Yeah.
he gets like a feel of the team, and he looked really good. I mean,
So I'm
3
saying, like he looked
touchdowns,
like
that's crazy.
when Rodgers took over from what's his name, Brett Favre.
Yeah, that's
Brett
what it's looking like.
No, he didn't look this good his
Yeah.
first game.
This is like
Aaron Rodgers did not look.
they
this good
got a
his
great
first game.
quarterback, Brett Favre, to a great Aaron Rodgers, and potentially maybe another great quarterback, Jordan Love.
We gotta see. I mean, week 1 is always
It's
an
over- it's
outlier.
overreaction, but I don't know.
yeah.
He's looking really
Yeah.
good.
Matt
Yeah,
LaFleur might
yeah.
be a coach of year candidate because he has the offense and defense playing crazy. So
He's always been underrated as a
Yeah.
coach.
very underrated. I think
Very
because he lost
underrated.
Nathaniel Hackett too, so you can't even say it was the OC or nothing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna
Last
see.
year was their first losing season with him, but even then before that, they were winning 13 games every
Exactly.
year.
Exactly. But going to the other side of the ball, though, we got the Bears. They're the ones who lost. They scored 21 with 20 points, right? And they were in it to halftime almost, and then things just started going downhill. And outside of the game, right, are we going to see the same old Bears who has Justin Fields playing Madden, just doing all this stuff beyond the line of scrimmage, just to amount to nothing?
I think so. I don't know.
I don't
DJ
know.
Moore was very
I don't know.
disappointing That game. I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
Lie, bro. I thought once they added DJ Moore, I thought that passing offense was gonna improve a lot more. I know he's going to get Jay Alexander, but 24 yards is unexcusable against him. I'm not gonna
Very
lie. Especially if
unexcusable.
you're gonna be receiver 1. What else is he supposed to do then after that? Passing the ball.
Also, what's unexcusable is Chase Claypool.
Yeah.
0.
What is this guy doing?
What is he there?
He's a TikToker.
He's literally a TikToker. Exactly. Not even no effort on the game. Like,
Nothing.
what was he doing?
Yeah.
That's
I'd be pissed if I was a Bears fan right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's
They
unacceptable.
gotta start helping Justin Fields a lot more because they're not the receiving core is not doing much. They didn't even do much last year. To be honest, they got all these weapons now and they're not even doing much anymore still.
Yeah.
I
So
feel like they should be more concerned about their defense.
yeah,
They
their
literally
defense
have
was
nothing going on for them.
yeah nothing. They did draft this one corner, but I think he might have got injured though. I don't know if he came back or
It's
not.
still week 1 though. I'm not gonna say that
Yeah,
they're
you
gonna
can't
be the same exact
overreact.
team, but it's looking bad.
It
They
is,
signed a lot of
Yeah,
players on the
Yannick
offseason.
Ngakoue.
Yannick Ngakoue, TJ Edwards, I think.
TJ Edwards is
Yeah.
really solid. Somebody else too, I'm forgetting, but they made some improvements, but they're not having any impact. I know Ngakoue got a sack and a couple Harrys, but
Mhm.
it's not enough obviously to come overcome the Packers. But
Yeah,
this-
so they
my
gotta-
biggest thing specifically about the Bears is just that I don't want to see Justin Fields because I feel like these early first 3-4 years for quarterback, especially running quarterback, they have to develop an arm kind of like Lamar Jackson did. But Justin Fields, he's not getting an opportunity to develop arm. He doesn't have a receiver to throw it to. His best receiver is arguably Cole Kmet yesterday.
No,
Or-
Mooney.
I mean Mooney,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
59
yeah.
yards, something like that.
and that's not even a good game. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Yeah.
the Bears need to do something different. And on top of that, they have different running backs playing. I don't know if Dante Foreman is going to be one or Khalil Herbert, but they need to form some type of identity. If you're going to run the ball, run the ball. If you're going to pass the ball, pass the ball. But just don't try to do both. You know what I'm saying? They got to go all in on one. Right?
Mhm.
But me personally, we'll see how the Bears fare out. But going to the next team, we got the Titans and the Saints. Push over. Your Saints won 15-16. How you feeling?
It was a crazy game. I'm not gonna lie. It was a bunch of field goals, but I got a lot of takeaways from this game. I think Chris Olave could be a top 5 receiver in the league. I'm not gonna lie. I was very unfamiliar with this game. I didn't know he got in this good. Last year he was good, but I didn't know he got in this good though.
Hey,
I
no,
swear to
you
God.
were very familiar. You just denied it, thinking you had your MT agenda going on.
Yeah,
for you.
you're right about
What
that.
did I say? He's the
I'm not
number
gonna
one
lie.
receiver, right?
Yeah, he's. But
I
okay,
don't
I'm
think
it was-
gonna continue my
Who
take
did
though,
it
cause I
to
still
him?
I'm gonna talk about MVP a little bit later. But right now, Chris Olave, 112 yards,
Mm-hmm.
8 receptions. He
Yeah.
completely dominated that game. Shout out P. Carmichael. He had him even in the backfield doing these Texas route, and it was just special, bro. He was literally unguardable out there. I was scared when he got injured. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was scared
But-
too. My fantasy
Yeah,
team was
I was
scared.
a little
like,
worried.
yo,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
But Chris Olave completely took over that game. And I'm here to say, never compare Garrett Wilson to Chris Olave. I'm
He's-
sorry, bro.
Watch out, 12 here.
I'm saying that it's Garrett Wilson's not on Chris Olave's level, bro.
Yeah,
I-
Rodgers
that's a
playing.
debatable.
even if Rodgers was playing, bro, Chris Olave literally looked unguardable. He took
Hey,
a big step this year.
Rookie
I don't
of the
know what
year.
he did, but he took a big step. But my other big concern is the red zone issue.
No.
We have some red zone issues.
Let's clarify that.
because-
No, let's clarify who in the red zone is the issue.
Derek Carr.
Thank you.
Oh my
What
goodness.
happened? Talk to us.
Michael Thomas, first drive, wide open in the back of the end zone. I don't know what he was looking at. He didn't throw it to him. He just threw it away. There was I think we had 4 red zone trips. The second time, he also had Michael Thomas. I don't know what he was doing. And it almost led to another pick, but luckily it wasn't.
So lucky.
Right before halftime, maybe one of the worst picks I've ever seen.
All
On
time.
that was
Kevin
that pick-
Byard.
That he literally
yeah.
looked at Kevin Byard
Yeah.
and
He
threw
did
it
not
to him,
see him or something?
expecting Kevin Byard to somehow magically just disappear. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
That was a terrible pick. But I'm not gonna lie, I like what I seen from Derek Carr though. He literally iced the game. I think it was the fourth quarter. There was like 2 minutes left.
It's better than
This
what they were
is-
dealing
this
with.
is-
It's
this
better than
is
what they were
Andy
dealing with.
Dalton is not doing this. It was 2nd and 14, right? He took his time. Boom, hit Michael Thomas. 3rd and 8, biggest play of the game. 40-yard bomb play to Rashid Shaheed. Man, that was just special, bro. I think Derek Carr is gonna be really good on the Saints team, bro. I liked what I seen from the Saints team. Also, Lattimore, I think he's gonna be a top 5 corner this year. The way he did
Who else is gonna be
D-Hop,
top 5 of this team, man?
I think
They have a
I
good
think
game, then
this
they be
team,
top 5?
this team is talented. People don't
Bro, you
realize
said,
how
bro,
talented.
You said Chris Olave has one good game, and he's gonna be a top 5
Oh, for
receiver.
sure. He had 2nd-year leap. That's why. Lattimore always had the potential to be top 5, but he just couldn't stay healthy. I think last year he could
Yeah, I
have been
agree with
top
that.
5 too. He was playing really good. But this year,
Lattimore is-
the way he did D-Hop, 1 interception, 3 pass deflections, it was just a stellar game for me. You can't play much better than that from a corner.
What about Derrick Henry though? He only like 60 yards.
Oh, Derrick. I mean, to be fair, they didn't really use Derrick Henry how they were supposed to use him.
He was eating on them.
He was
screens.
eating. No, he was eating. I was so happy when he was in the game. They used their running back for some odd reason. I don't know
Bro,
why.
he was eating, receiving, and rushing, bro. He was eating. That
He was
game was
eating.
Great.
He
It's
was
just
going
Ryan
crazy.
Tannehill literally gave the game away.
Ryan
Yeah,
Tannehill was
Ryan
terrible.
Tannehill.
He
I don't.
literally gave the game away. This
don't-
was so
Lattimore.
bad.
I don't think it should be a starting quarterback no more. There
Exactly.
was 2 plays where they had a walk-in touchdown, but he just couldn't throw the ball to him.
Yeah.
This guy's a terrible quarterback now. I'm not gonna lie.
He wasn't
Yeah.
a threat.
He's not.
in the slightest.
Yeah,
tough, man.
exactly.
I mean, I want to give credit to the Saints defense, but golly.
God, bro, they could have easily won this game though. That's what scares me, bro.
Should have. On the defense alone, they had a
Yeah.
fumble return that got called back.
Yeah, that wasn't from.
It was blown dead.
What
what was the referee thinking?
They said it was an incomplete too. That was a crazy.
That
spot.
was so
I ain't gonna
bad.
lie, the Saints are looking like the classic Saints.
Yeah, they. Oh my
What do you mean by
God.
that?
The way they just own the division.
When you say
the way
classic-
they just know, a well-coached team. They
Yeah.
know how to win games.
How far are we going back when we say
I'm
classic?
talking about like the typical Saints, like in the last 5 to.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
like
'Cause
Drew
you-
Brees, the
yeah.
ending of his
Okay.
career, that
Yeah.
era when
Yeah.
they kept fluking in the playoffs. That
Yeah.
that era.
Because no one likes the classic Saints.
I think that for some weird, I don't know if it's because the Titans suck or anything, but Dennis Allen really had a good game.
He might be. Okay.
Yeah,
was gonna
top
say
5
some
coach.
crazy-
Hey,
Top five
I was gonna say coach of the year potentially. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
most
hey,
improved. Most
They
improved.
have
most
one good
improved.
week. He doesn't know how to act.
I
Everybody's
don't
top.
know. I
Everybody's
don't-
top 5.
I came
Who's
off from
next?
losing season. I came off from
Cameron
losing
Jordan.
season.
He's gonna be top 5 too.
He dominated.
Who
the
else is
football
gonna be
game.
top 5?
He
Alvin
dominated.
Kamara's
the
gonna
football
come out
game.
suspension, be a top 5 running back.
He dominated the
I
football
thought-
game.
I
Cameron
hope
Jordan,
so.
to be
He's on my
fair.
team.
I hope so too, man. I hope so too, man.
I hope he eat
I hope we need to do. Nah, but the Saints are looking like they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
They're looking like the Saints of old when
Yeah.
Drew Brees was like he had the little noodle arm and they were still managing to win games in tough situations. I feel like this is what they're supposed to do because
Yeah.
they have one of the easiest schedules in the league. They're supposed to win these games
I
Yeah.
agree.
easy, ugly, or just straight blowouts.
Yeah,
They're supposed
exactly.
to get the win no matter what because it is the easiest. Is it? Are they the number one?
Second.
They're the second
The
easiest.
Falcons
They have the
are-
second
yeah.
easiest, right?
Mm.
They're supposed to win these type of games.
Yeah, that's
and
facts.
potentially win the division, but I'm happy for you, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Because
you, bro.
last year I was looking at they didn't have no QB.
Yeah, we
The
didn't.
defense was injured. It was
It was
tough.
just bad.
It was
Yeah,
tough.
yeah.
So
I just think
the Saints
once
are
we
gonna-
clean up the red zone issues, because we had Michael Thomas, we probably could have put up 30 points if we just threw the ball to
Also,
Michael
I wanna bring
Thomas.
up the fact that Jamal Williams, he's not no running back.
Oh
He's good
my
in the goal
God.
line in the goal
Oh
line.
my
He can
God.
do the goal line back, but he's not a
This
running
dude
back
is
guy.
terrible.
Nah, so
I'm not
when
even gonna
Kamara
lie.
comes back, this is gonna be
Yeah, that's gonna be a big
In my
help.
opinion, the Saints are gonna be one of the most complete teams in the league.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I know this is only 1 week. Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
is only 1 week. Is Derek Carr gonna? I almost threw a slur out there, but
Top five?
is Derek Carr gonna? Is he gonna wet the bed? I mean, we don't know that yet.
True.
We
Is
don't.
Dennis Allen gonna show why he's still has one of the worst win percentage as a head coach? We don't know.
Still
that
all
yet.
question marks.
But based off this week,
They look good.
I'm
They
gonna
look
give it to you. I'm
good.
gonna
They
give it
look
to you.
good.
They look good. I
Dennis
like it.
Allen did a really good job
I
coaching
look-
his team this
I
week.
think, I think just
Derek Carr had over 300 passing
I
yards.
think
He
they're
looked
gonna
good.
keep doing what they're supposed to be doing,
Yeah.
especially with Alvin Kamara coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me particularly with the Saints, I think it's two things. One, Michael Thomas finished the game healthy. Congratulations.
Yeah, I know.
He showed some life too. He had like 50, 60 yards.
Yeah, 60 yards. He
And-
could have had a lot more. He should have had 100 to be
And
fair.
he doesn't have to worry about being the number one no more.
Yeah, and we have Chris.
He could be the guy. You need a third down. He can get open.
He
He
could-
can do
He could be receiver number 3. It's crazy.
Exactly.
We have this guy Rasheed Shaheed last year. I was like, okay, maybe he had a fluke year, but he came out here and had 89 yards and a touchdown. Honestly, he could have had a walk-in touchdown, but he just went down to ice the game. But this guy Rasheed Shaheed is very talented, very underrated receiver. Not too many people know him, but he could really be this number 2
I
receiver
think
on the
Michael
Saints.
Thomas, I know he's like a little role player now, but him as a role player could be very dangerous.
Very
Like I said,
dangerous.
this
Red
is-
zone, man.
Exactly. Red zone, third and long, third and medium. You need a first down. You need him to get open. He's right there.
Our
Exactly.
third receiver has 60 yards. That's crazy. He could have had a lot more
And
too.
then another thing too about the Saints, I feel like this is one of those teams. They might not always win the game by like 10 points or stuff like that,
But they just know how to just find
but
a way.
they might just
Yeah.
find a way to win. And with the easy schedule, that's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Now, I'm not gonna say anything about the playoffs yet. You know what I'm saying? But you guys have a lot of guys who could potentially be Pro Bowlers this season, and it looks like you can see Michael Lattimore, you can see Derek Carr potentially keeps playing like this, Chris Olave, stuff like that. So, I'll say this is a solid win for the Saints. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm not
I agree.
gonna lie.
And our defensive tackle, our first rounder, Brian Reese, he had a sack too. He
Yeah,
had a good
exactly.
game. Yeah.
How about Trevor Penny?
Oh my! I forgot to bring that up. This guy gave up, I think, 2 sacks in the first half. He did this whole left side is so bad because of him. It's like it's at this point it's basically a free release. It's so
He
bad.
gets suspended. Or he got hurt last year.
He got hurt.
Okay.
He was
I
hurt.
think he needs to get benched. It's like this guy's unplayable at
First
this
round
point.
pick, right?
First round
Yep.
pick. That was probably one of our worst first round picks in Saints history. I'm not even gonna lie at this point.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I hope he gets benched
Yeah,
because
I think
our offensive line is really bad because of him.
But how you feel about the Titans, y'all? They got Derrick Henry still. They're supposed people saying that he's gonna go to the Eagles. You never know. Trade that still might happen. You also
Yeah.
don't know. You got Ryan Tannehill, right? They drafted Will Levis, right? They have
Yeah.
Malik Willis still on the roster.
Yeah.
They added D Hop. They still got Jeff Simmons. They still have Byard, who made a good pick.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They got Mike Vabro. I mean, I'm saying all these names,
They
but
still have a top tier defense. I
Their
just feel
defense
like
is
you
good.
gotta
Their
move off
defense
of-
really
you gotta
good,
move
yeah.
off of Tannehill.
You
He's
have to,
He's
man.
not the guy for
what
them.
makes you
have
say
to.
that though? Because
I'm watching the Saints game. I'm like, bro, this
Terrible.
dude is not getting the job done like, at all. He's not right for it. They should just go ahead and start the young guy. What's the rookie's name?
Will
Like,
Levis.
go ahead and just give him a chance and
Yeah.
go ahead and just start him.
Yeah,
I
at
feel
this
like they'll be
point.
better off doing that. Seeing how he played against the Saints.
That's fair, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm literally I swear I'm not being trolling. I was watching the game. I thought to myself, why is this dude playing? Why are they starting this guy? He's literally costing them this game right now. He's not good. He stinks.
3 of those
He's
picks
not.
were all terrible picks. It came straight to us.
Which
to
is
be
crazy
fair.
because he was really good in 2020, 2021
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah,
He
he
was
had
really-
a little run, but
Ever since last year and this year, he's
I
done.
feel like
He's
ever
cooked.
since that pick against the Bengals, his career
He's
just
mentally
went
done.
down.
I think he's
Boom.
mentally done.
Yeah.
Because that was supposed to be their year where they were supposed to do something special that year
Yeah,
too.
and you see
And I
how
think
they
that
lost in
pick
that
just
game.
messed them up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know. When it comes to the Titans, though, I feel like this is one of the teams that could always turn around, though, because they still have the pieces. I mean, let's say you do put in Will Levis or Malik Willis, who could have had a good
Malik
offseason.
Willis is- nah.
I mean, you could have had a good offseason. You got to be fair, you know what I'm saying? And then they come in, you still got D-Hop, you still got Derrick Henry, you got a halfway decent offense line, and you got defense. You can stack some wins up like that. You know what I'm saying? So, personally, if I'm a Titans fan, I think the first thing you got to do is move on from Ryan Tannehill, like Splash was saying.
Yeah.
And after that, you can go and compete against for. In the meantime, though, while you got Ryan Tannehill just sitting away, nothing's going to happen. And if they keep Ryan Tannehill, I feel like this is another one of those teams that are going to be in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes.
Ooh,
purely off
I
it-
don't think they're gonna be that
Purely off of QB play, though. 3 interceptions against this defense.
I mean, it was a
How
bad
many
game,
years
but
have
you
they
got to
drafted
respect the
quarterback?
Titans. You got to respect the Saints defense, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, Josh
played
Allen
really
had
good.
3 interceptions too against the Jets. People sleep on this Titans defense. This defense is really good.
Really good. My
really good.
goodness.
So I feel like Tannehill just had a bad performance, wet the bed. Gotta move
Yeah.
on. Because if Will Levis and Malik Willis were ready, they would have been playing him.
That's true. That's true.
And I
that's
feel
true.
like they don't want to ruin their confidence for the young quarterbacks. Because Malik Willis already got his confidence ruined. And look at it. They already drafted his replacement after year 1.
The only thing I don't like what the Titans did, I don't know why they stopped giving the ball to Derrick Henry. Because he
Yeah.
would have ate us alive. I think he would have had 200 scrimmage yards.
Easily.
This guy was literally killing us. Every time he touched the ball, he was literally killing us.
I don't know why they were feeding the Spears, the
I
rookie.
have no idea. He might even have more touches
Okay,
than him.
I think maybe because of the age, Henry is getting up there. But, I mean, still,
it
Henry
just
could have
didn't make
easily had
sense.
100 yards.
He was dominating the football
Rushing.
game. I was so happy when he
Yeah.
got subbed out, but he
Yeah,
was
it
really
was weird.
dominating. So
Yeah.
the Titans, I don't know. They were trying to run some different offense. They were running 5 out. I don't know why they kept going to 5 out.
Hopkins was eating, too.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I just don't know why they were going 5 out when they should have just ground and pound and play action. That's their play style. They're trying to switch it up this year. I think they need to go back to the old ways. And
They need to talk about Traylon Burks being a bust, though.
terrible, man.
Trash.
Was he a first-round pick?
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Dude
traded
is
for
garbage.
AJ Brown, right? He's replacement.
Yeah,
right?
that was his replacement.
Terrible,
He
man.
got already outperformed by Nick Westbrook.
Terrible.
You heard it? I bet you heard Westbrook.
Oh,
You were
for
like,
sure,
lit,
for
huh?
sure. That's my boy.
Who's this Westbrook guy?
My boy.
Hey, that's my guy. But yeah, he was turning up. I don't
Yeah.
know who the heck he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had. Yeah, it was a great performance for
That's
him.
what's
So
up, that's
yeah,
what's
so
up. But going on to the Bucks and the Vikings, though. The Bucks won 2017. Splash, congratulations. Baker Mayfield did indeed not wet the bed against the
He
half.
played good.
It was against the Vikings,
He
though.
did not just not what the bad. He played good.
What makes you so confident saying that?
What makes me so confident saying that is that he got the job done. He threw the touchdowns when it mattered. He iced the game when it mattered. I told you Mike Evans is a QB-friendly quarterback, and this you said it too. I don't know why you're nodding your head in disappointment. You said Baker Mayfield is gonna do a lot better than what people think because he's in a position where he gets to air the ball out a lot more compared to his other teams, and that's exactly what he's doing. And you said they're gonna win this game too. So although I come out here and start hitting on Baker Mayfield just because he does 10 times better than Daniel Jones ever will be. And I said this. I said this.
Please.
You called me a madman. What's my nickname? What's my name? What's my name?
The philosopher.
Thank you. I said Baker Mayfield is you will be way happy if you had Baker Mayfield on the Giants than Daniel Jones. Baker Mayfield is a good quarterback. I'm here to tell you he's a good quarterback. This is my agenda QB. I say he's gonna have a career resurgence. He outgunned the Vikings. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. He didn't outgun them.
Yeah, he was not
Okay.
outgunning.
Let me get off my horse. Let me get realistic.
Thank you.
Let me get realistic. Let me get serious. I said the Buccaneers are gonna win this division. Why? Baker Mayfield's gonna be a lot better than what y'all think. Boom. That's all we need out of him. He showed us in week 1. This defense, phenomenal. They're healthy again. They got the picks when it mattered. They got the pressures when it mattered. They even had a fumble. This team, they called the first fumble, right? Am I right? That's what they did. I'm pretty sure they had
I
the
think they
first
did.
fumble.
I
How
think
many?
they did. They had one pick.
And one pick.
2 turnovers.
They got the turnovers. They got the stops. They got the pressures. This defense is gonna win this team a lot of games. And Baker Mayfield's gonna play solid. You have Mike Evans and you have Chris Godwin. Didn't they call a game by throwing by getting the first down by throwing it to Chris Godwin? That's how they called the game, right? I told you, you have your route runner and you have your touchdown machine and Mike Evans. This is a good team, yo. Don't be surprised when they come out here and win the division. I called this.
Okay.
It's gonna be them and the Saints competing. And the Falcons. This division might be better than what we thought.
Oh yeah,
You're
I
not
think so
lying.
already. I'm
That's-
not
this
gonna
might be better than what we
lie.
thought it
I think
was.
so too. But this is my thing. Baker Mayfield, yes, he shocked the world. I'm not gonna lie.
Shocked the world.
He shocked me,
He didn't
especially.
shock
I'm not
me.
gonna lie. He shocked the world.
I've been
But
saying
let's
this.
let's be real for 2 seconds. This was the worst pass defense last year, top
They
3,
were.
bottom
Yeah.
3, and they're probably looking like the worst pass defense once again. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
they got worse.
Probably.
So let's not say, oh, this is all Baker Mayfield. Let's not forget
Nobody
Daniel Jones
said
had,
that. I
he
didn't
had-
say that.
Daniel Jones had a career night against this same defense. Basically, they got even worse now, actually. So let's keep it real here. I want to see if he could do it.
Wait, what are you trying to get at?
I want to see if he can do it again. They play the Bears. The Bears don't really have a good defense.
Playing Bears next week?
They play the Bears. They have
gonna do the
a
same thing
bottom
again.
10 defense. Let's see if
This is
they
worse
if,
than
he-
the Vikings
if
defense.
Baker Mayfield can go out there and get a win. I might say I'm wrong depending on how he plays. But as of right now, I feel the same way. This guy, he's a bottom 30 quarterback, my opinion.
Bottom
That's
30
the-
quarterbacks don't get you winning games like that.
Bottom 30.
I feel like this was a fluke
That's
game.
hate.
I want to say this is
Get
a fluke.
that hate out your heart, man.
I feel like this is
Oh.
a fluke game. I know I look crazy right now because he did look
Bottom
really good.
30, damn.
Bottom
You
30.
saying
Not crazy
you
then?
he's Zach Wilson?
Okay,
Like,
now
what the
Zach
heck?
Wilson's not a starter.
Zach Wilson, Joshua Dobbs.
I'm talking about Aaron
Russell
Rodgers.
Wilson,
Aaron Rodgers
2022. Like, you say he's going to do that?
I think he will.
Ryan
Wilson-
Tannehill?
You know what's crazy? I don't think Russell Wilson had last season. Russell Wilson had one game like this, not a single game. And you gotta
think
try to claim that he's a
I
bottom
don't
30.
believe
That's
so either, yeah.
disrespectful. Just give credit where credit's due.
I've
man.
given his credit. He had a good game.
Bottom-
But I want to see him do it again because I feel like this was a fluke game. This is not Baker Mayfield. This was somebody else playing. I'm telling you guys right now, bro. Don't be shocked if he throws a pick next week
You're so
and
much
sells
disbelief.
them games.
You're so much disbelief. You
And
believe that this guy was
let's not be
cloned.
real. Let's be real here, bro. This Bucks defense, they got torched by Justin Jefferson and they got torched by that number 2 receiver. I forgot his name, Addison.
Yeah.
Let's,
That
let's
was
not,
one
and let's,
play,
let's
one
also
play.
let's also not forget Kirk Cousins threw Rezo pick. It's not like the defense defense. Oh, okay, they made a play. That Kirk Cousins threw
Give
it straight
credit
to
to
him,
him. Give
and
credit.
Justin Jefferson was so pissed he trucked that guy who picked him off. I don't know if you guys seen that play, but Justin Jefferson absolutely went crazy on him. He took all
I
his
think
anger
the
on him.
Bucks defense is way more dangerous than your defense. Your Saints defense.
I don't think so. I don't think because we actually made very impressive plays. They didn't really like. They didn't even give up a touchdown.
They got better DB.
We didn't even give up a touchdown.
Okay,
I don't think
they
they don't
played
have
the Vikings
they
and
don't
you
have,
played
they
the
don't have a better
Titans.
DB room. They have. I think I'll give them better
They
defense line.
played the Titans. You played the Titans and they played the Vikings.
Yeah, that's true. But
Come
I
on,
think
man.
we have a better DB room. I think they have a better defensive line and a better linebacker crew. I'm not gonna lie.
When did they play? Do you know?
I don't. Oh, week 4, the game Alvin Kamara comes back. I'll be there no matter what.
You know what I got to say about this Bucks team, though, that was very impressive? I think Justin Jefferson in the first half had like 130 yards, and then he finished the game with 150 yards. So
Ooh.
some type of adjustment was made to
Yeah.
put Justin Jefferson in check. And that single-handedly probably saved y'all the game. I'm not going to lie, because Justin Jefferson was having himself a first half. The second half, they came out. Kirk Cousins looking his way. It wasn't available. Then you have to look at other options. And then, like I was saying, even against the Giants, when you take away Justin Jefferson, the Vikings offense is different. Then you see Kirk Cousins crumble, and then you look at the running game. Madison did nothing virtually because Lavonte David and Devin White, the best linebacker
Yeah,
in the
for
league.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
The defense is dangerous.
It's I want to say dangerous.
What is
right?
it then?
Because dangerous, to me, in my opinion, is like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Right? When you slip up, the game
I
is
think they're
over.
top 5.
I don't even know if I was in top 5, but I
They
would
were
say
healthy last year.
this is a defense is one of the as good as it gets. Not the best, but as good as it gets almost. Because it's complete. It's a complete defense.
It's a complete defense. And we didn't, what do you think about the offense? Because I think they're complete offense too.
You know, the offense.
It's just the run game.
This is the
not
thing.
best.
They
don't
have a
know.
couple question marks though because
Yeah.
it's not like Baker Mayfield had the craziest game in the world.
Yeah, he didn't.
It's not like he went out there. He had a 2 game. Okay.
Yeah.
He had 173 yards.
That's not that good.
What he
That's
did.
not that
What
good.
he did was big
It's
for him
solid,
though.
It's
It's
solid.
solid because he hasn't had a solid game in a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm
he
saying?
had
Yeah,
it against the Raiders with the Rams.
I mean, that's one game. Nobody. I don't like take that game too serious.
That
You know
game
what I'm
saved
saying?
his career. Let's be real.
It did.
It did.
It
Yeah, it
literally
did.
did. Right.
It did.
But
That's what
this
I'm saying.
game
You
might
gotta
have
give him
saved his
credit.
career again because now he's showing that if you give him a reasonable chance on offense with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, right? He can go out there and get you some points. Not win the game, but get you points. Now next week against the Bears, he has the opportunity to do the same thing. One time might be a mistake. 2 times maybe you're lucky. Now he goes gets more wins. Then we have to put some respect on Baker Mayfield.
I agree. I agree.
But for now, where we're sitting, the Bucks team is respectable. I'll leave it at that.
They're
I'm not gonna
respectable.
lie.
Yeah, they're respectable
You know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
And Todd Bowles, I think he did switch some things up on offense too because when you have Tom Brady saying something about your name, you know something's wrong. Like
Yeah.
he wasn't a stubborn coach, and he decided to make some adjustments. So I think that's also key for the Bucks, personally.
But I don't. The thing is, bro, the reason why they won the game, it's not because their offense, their defense got some good turnovers. They put them in good field position. Because they didn't really have that much total yards on offense. They might have had like 260 total yards. Because they had, 40? Their leader rusher was like 40 yards. And their leader passer was Baker Mayfield with 173 yards. So their offense wasn't nothing crazy. So
But they had a clean game though. They had 0 turnovers.
That's true. That does
You know,
help a
Baker-
lot.
Baker
That does
Mayfield,
help a lot.
yeah, he
But
managed the
I
game.
think with their no run game, because they lost Leonard Fournette, I think later on when they play like good teams, because I don't think the Vikings are gonna be too good this year. Once they play a good team, they're gonna. I don't think they can win because you need a run game, especially if you have Baker
Something. You
Mayfield.
need something. Not
You
running,
need something, yeah, because bro, 170 pass yards and 43 rushing yards, you can't get away with that with a decent offense.
I
And
agree.
yeah,
What do you
That's
mean
tough.
against the decent offense? What are the
You need
Vikings?
defense.
I mean defense. My
Oh,
bad,
okay,
defense,
okay.
defense.
But going to the outside of the ball, we had the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? People out here hating on Kirk
Right.
Cousins. Very unfortunate type of game. Justin Jefferson, like I was saying, had 130 yards in the first half, 20-something in the second half. Addison had 60-something yards. The running game was non-existent. I think total he had, 11 carries for 34 yards. They didn't even try. They had
That was-
17
that
attempts
was
rushing the
crazy.
ball.
They were talking about how we want to stay away from the run game, and we're gonna adjust more to the passing game, and that's not working out for them. You know why? I don't think Kirk Cousins is him. He had 300 or something yards, 2 touchdowns, right? That's just you look at the box score, you'd be like, dang, this guy played good. You watch the game, he's not the guy to get the job
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
I can't explain it. He just not clutch.
Yeah,
He's
It's not big time?
He's not big time.
that
When
red
it
zone pick
matters-
was crucial, man.
exactly.
Yeah,
Simple stuff like that can cost the teams, and that's what
Yeah.
he does. He always costs the teams.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but he's just not the guy for them. I think he's a solid quarterback, great guy, top 15 maybe. Yeah, top 15ish guy.
Top 10 for sure.
No, hell no. He was never top 10. When I was once in, he was a
Ooh.
top.
he be putting top
15.
10 stats though. He be putting up
Yeah.
top 10 stats.
He's a top 15 guy. He's gonna get some high yardage games, but
Yeah,
I think
Justin
I feel
Jefferson
bad for Justin Jefferson.
You
I
guys see him
really
after
do.
the
'Cause
game?
How you get 150 yards? You get 150
Yeah.
yards like that, and you just lose.
It happens often for him
I
too.
mean,
It happens too
Tyreek
often.
almost lost with 200 yards.
Yeah,
Yeah, me personally, when I look at this team though, it's two things. One, that defense is just horrible. You have
Yeah.
to gut everybody out and get rid of them and just ship them off to
Rebuild.
Taiwan
That's
or
the
something.
main thing, but that's the main issue about
It's
the Vikings.
ridiculous. But even though, if you go to offense, I think a lot of the success on offense last year, in my opinion, like I was saying earlier, it comes from Dalvin Cook. Obviously,
Nah.
Justin
I
Jefferson.
disagree.
Hear me out though.
Bro.
Justin Jefferson is their main man. There's no question. I'm not debating that, right? But when you're able to switch it up and you have now I'm not even say lethal. When you have a good running game with Dalvin Cook, he accounted for like 1,400, 1,100 yards last season.
13 scrimmage yards.
1,300 scrimmage. That's a lot of yards. And then you go to your
5
number
straight
2.
years, right?
Yeah,
Four
for
straight
4
years.
straight years.
Four
You had
straight
you have a Pro Bowl running back for 4 straight years. Now you eject him from the offense. You put in your number 2, Alex Madison, whatever. Things are going to be different. When it wasn't working in the passing game for them in the second half, now what did you do? You didn't even try running the ball. You gave Kirk Cousins more touches. He finished the game with 44 attempts and only like 20-something completions show for it. You know what I'm saying? And none of those completions really to Justin Jefferson. So,
Yeah.
in my opinion, they need to regroup and rethink about that run game because Dalvin Cook left an unexpected hole in that offense.
Even last year, they won 13 games, but like, how many games did they win by one possession?
It was
Okay,
a lot.
13.
It's like
I want to say it was
All their
13.
games? All the
Yeah.
games was one possession.
I
Like,
feel
people
like it
forget how
was.
weird this team was last year. You expect them to rely on that again? That's
Yeah.
almost impossible.
And they got
That's
worse
true.
on both sides, arguably.
They got worth. Nah, I think they got better.
Better on offense. Their offense
Because I
could be
think Jordan
deadly.
Addison is dangerous.
He's him. He's so
dangerous.
him.
You got Brian Flores
take the
as
pressure
a
off.
DC, right?
Do they?
Yeah, he's a DC now for the Vikings. Brian Flores.
'Cause they
Yeah,
got-
the DC is
He
Brian
is?
Flores. Yeah, yeah.
What happened? Dang.
Yeah, damn. I ain't gonna lie. He's good, but he has nobody to work with though. That's the thing. You have to be realistic. They had who's the edge rusher they had last year? Zadarius Smith.
There's- He's on
He
the
went over to the
Ravens now.
Browns.
My bad. No, he's on the Ravens, right? No, he's not. He started on the Ravens. He's on the Browns right now.
Yeah, he's on the
Browns
Browns now. It got worse, and now you expect him to do better. The question is never going to be about the offense for the team, even though they have 17 points. The question is, they don't even need a good defense. They don't even need okay defense. Can you at least have a defense? You know what I'm saying? Even though they put up 20 points, that was a bad 20 points that they allowed happening. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's
So,
because of the offense. They're giving up the turnovers. That's why, to be fair, this game.
that too. But yeah, though.
Yeah, because they put up, how much yards on offense? 400?
Yeah, something
Or
like
it
that.
was 300 something?
For
Yeah,
some of the Buccaneers?
Total offense on the Vikings.
It's about
Vikings?
390.
And they only put
Dang.
up 17 points. How?
Because it's red zone picks. That's
Mm.
why.
Yeah.
And
That
2
could-
fumbles lost.
Fumbles
Yeah, two
lost,
fumbles,
yeah.
so that can
Yeah.
kill you for
Yeah,
sure.
that's unfortunate. But going on to the next game, though, we have 49ers and Steelers. And I think just to start off with the Steelers, this was a statement game, not only for the Steelers, but for Brock Purdy. Me personally,
You mean the 49ers?
I mean, yeah, I'm tripping for the 49ers. But me personally,
Statement to show how bad
I'm
they are.
like, yo, statement because they lost?
no, this is a statement game for the 49ers, and especially Brock Purdy, because he went out there, he had 3-something passing touchdowns, right? He played a
Mhm.
very solid game.
Already the greatest Mr. Relevant.
It's ridiculous because he goes out there on a team that has good weapons. People say, okay, he's supposed to be good, and da-da-da. Yeah, but how many guys are supposed to be good but aren't good?
True.
Zach
True.
Wilson's supposed to be good. He's not good.
Russell
You know what I'm
Wilson.
saying? Russell Wilson last season was supposed to be good. He wasn't good. We can make a whole list of these guys, right? But what he's doing, he's going out there and he's executing. Not only he's making good plays.
Yeah.
And he's starting to slowly develop into that guy. And the team is rallying behind him, too. You know what I'm saying? So, me personally, I think it's a statement for the 49ers. And I think
Mhm.
they put the league on notice. This is one of our years.
Yeah.
Every year's one of the
They've been putting on notice,
Because
man.
nobody knew how Brock Purdy's going to come out. People thought Sam Donald should have been the starter. They should have thought they gave Trey Lance one more start. But here, we got Brock Purdy.
Who
got
were those
elbow
people?
surgery, and here we are.
Who were those people saying Sam Darnold?
Just some people, because they liked him in the preseason. They said, oh, he's the first one talent. Kyle Shanahan likes to work with quarterbacks that are halfway decent and talented. But, they decided to go with Brock Purdy.
49ers are in a perfect situation.
They are.
Brock Purdy puts them in the almost perfect situation. You know why? They have all these luxuries. All these guys are getting paid how much money? Top tier money.
Top tier money.
And that's why. Why?
'Cause
Ask
they're
me why.
quarterbacks.
Because Brock Purdy's getting paid less than $1 million
Yep.
a year.
That's crazy.
Less than $1 million.
And guess what? He's playing like he deserves an extension.
A max.
A max.
Yeah.
So I feel like this team should be the favorites to come out the NFC, in my opinion.
Yeah, this was a statement game. I'm not gonna lie.
Brandon
It's
Ayuk,
looking like
I
that.
said this before. He's the number one receiver on this team.
Yeah.
He is.
I agree.
They're
I
using him
100%
like
agree.
the number one. He's finally living up to his potential. And then you have Debo Samuel, you have McCaffrey, and George Kittle, who could all go for a monster game. This team was looking unstoppable on both sides.
And their
of the field.
defense, man. My goodness,
On
bro.
both
They're-
sides, on offense
Mhm.
and defense, they're looking unstoppable. They did what they're supposed to
True.
do. Smash their opponent.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
to me,
Their only
they
thing
did.
is they gotta just stay healthy.
They
That's
gotta
it.
stay healthy,
After-
They
man.
always
as
look
long as
nice.
They stay healthy.
Yeah.
These are my favorites to come out of the NFC.
Yeah, the Niners played great.
Brock
I
Purdy
had the
is-
Steelers win this game. To be honest, I know that's kind of embarrassing after look at the score, but I didn't know the Niners were still this good. CMC is absolutely ridiculous, bro. I don't know. This team is just too much to handle, bro.
Fred
I don't know if
Warner
any
is
team
a
can handle this team now.
monster.
Yeah, that guy Fred Warner is different.
And then you have defense player of the year Nick Bosa. Man,
Yeah. This team
special.
is
So extending him was key.
So
Yeah.
what's their intentions though? Because they still have they still have a what's the call it? A high cap space.
Is that
They can still get somebody.
They re-sign Brock Purdy. You have to extend him at some point.
So they're just gonna
Yeah.
hold on to that until they extend him.
Either that or
We can
you
get
can
somebody for real quick.
I mean, who? Okay, what position would they fill in
I
though?
have
That's
no
the only
idea.
question.
They got everything they need.
They got everything,
Your
honestly.
These guys stay
DBs,
healthy at this point.
Maybe
That's
get
it.
a solid corner, but you don't really need that.
Probably
though.
add more edge rushers. Who knows? They already.
did-
Get,
they already
that's what I'm
that,
saying.
though.
They're stuck. Yeah,
Probably
they're
get a
stuck.
better superstar DB. I don't know, but
Exactly.
at this
Don't
point,
know.
it's too late.
This is another thing too. This is a good and a bad. Because Brandon Ayuk, I think like you were saying, he finally carved out that role as the number 1 receiver. There's no questions about it. You can see in the
Yeah.
targets and the receptions,
Yeah.
right? And then you can say the number 2 is George Kittle, arguably, because him and Brock Purdy got a little connection. And then you can say number 3 is arguably CMC because he's getting those touches.
Yeah,
Now you got Debo Samuel as a number 4 option.
that's still great.
That's good, but they did not pay him to be a number 4.
I don't know. Just
know
ever
what I'm
since
saying?
CMC came, he took a lot of touches from Debo, and Debo hasn't looked the same. to be
Exactly.
honest.
So now I'm looking at this team. I wouldn't be surprised if Debo Samuel gets shipped out somehow.
No, why would you weaken
Why would you
yourself?
weaken Exactly.
They're not weakening themselves, but they can clear.
They
more
are
cap
weakening
space or
themselves.
Do something different.
They have the
because-
most cap space already.
That's true, but
Brock
I don't
Purdy's
think
getting
Debo
paid
Samuel's
like-
gonna be happy, bro. He's talking about I'm gonna have a crazy comeback season. This is the best I ever felt, but he's gonna finish the season with 600 yards.
Total?
Bro,
Yeah,
talk
what?
about
He just
no,
had
he's-
55 yards.
He's not gonna have an exemplary season. There's no way you can. There's
He
no way
got
you're gonna be-
targeted 7 times. That's a lot.
Okay, that's true. That's true. I'm not denying that, right? But he's not gonna be targeted like that moving forward. I just don't think so. I think CMC might have more catches than this dude later in the season.
I mean, he
That's
would have had
reasonable, though.
Possible, I
if he
guess.
had it in this game, I would believe it, but he didn't.
That's true.
That's
true.
the
one
thing.
game. But maybe I'm overreacting too.
Way overreacting.
But that defense also was amazing. They made
It's just
Staley
Brandon Ayuk is finally stepping up. That's about it. I
Yeah.
mean, he was drafted as a number 2, but he's looking like a solid number 1 now.
Exactly.
For
So
sure. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly. But going over to the Steelers though.
I think that's
Man.
the year. This is the year.
For the
Finally-
Steelers?
finally gets a losing season. Mike Tomlin.
Oh,
Unfortunately, man.
Kenny
Gee.
Pickett had such a good preseason.
Preseason.
This
Man.
to be one of the worst QBs in the league.
Yeah. I mean, they did play the Niners though,
yeah.
but it's
A
just
top defense.
he didn't even look good. Kenny Pickett out there.
There's
Najee
no-
Harris too. I thought Najee Harris was gonna have a bounce back year.
No.
It's not looking like it.
Got to improve. They
No.
were talking about the receivers got to. Bro, why is Patrick Peterson still a starter in 2023?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Man, it's looking
Hold on, bro.
bad.
He's still chasing Sherman, bro.
Man.
That dude out here looking like Revis on the Chiefs, man. He's looking
It's
bad.
bad. But you know who
Very
is good
bad.
though? You know who's really good? I think the best defense player in the league.
Oh,
TJ Watt.
Oh yeah, of
Bro,
course,
he's a
of course.
Bugatti. I know I say this reference a lot. He's the Bugatti in the trailer park.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Yeah.
This dude is, bro, he's still one of the best in the league.
3
Why?
sacks,
3 is crazy, bro. 3 is crazy.
5 quarterback hits.
That's crazy, man. And it's against this 49ers team.
Jeez.
That's a
I
really good
know.
O-line.
Exactly.
So
2 forced fumbles,
yeah, this guy, he's
bro.
Yeah, that's the whole stat line. I ain't gonna
Free
lie.
him, bro.
Yeah.
Free him, please.
Hey, the 49ers might trade for him. They got the cap space.
Bro, you
Imagine Bosa and freaking Watt next to
now.
each. Oh my god.
that's generation.
You
And you already have Hargrave in the middle.
Oh, my
Oh
God.
shoot, and Armstead. Oh man.
That'd
Oh
be the best
man.
defense line ever.
Oh my god.
But no, another thing though, I feel like this team, the biggest problem with them with this game specifically was I think at one point the score was 20-7 in the second quarter.
Wow.
I know everybody wants to say Najee Harris this, but he only got 6 carries throughout the whole game. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that is fair though.
So you can't really hold it against him
Yeah.
particularly.
Yeah.
And now you put yourself in a position to where you have to put the ball in arguably your worst player's hand, Kenny Pickett. And what is he gonna do? He's gonna play like the worst player and lose you the game.
To be fair though, he did respond when they went up 20-0.
Yeah.
It was 27
It
at
was-
one point,
Yeah.
and then it just was downhill after that.
Yeah.
yeah, you respond with a touchdown, sure, but how far does that get you?
Right before the half, I'm thinking, okay, they score a touchdown right before the half. They go make their adjustments. It's Mike Tomlin,
Yeah.
a Hall of Fame coach, right? What they do, and they come out 27-7.
Got
They're
skunked in the second
literally
half.
1 minute into the freaking half. McCaffrey had that 65-yard
That was
rush
a crazy play.
right after halftime.
All CMC.
The game
right
was
there.
over by then.
Yeah.
It was trash.
I don't know why the Steelers team is so bad because I look at their team. I'm not gonna lie, they have a decent receiving core. They have George Pickens. I think has the best hands in the league.
Mhm.
They have DeAndre.
Ooh,
Oh, for sure. Who else had the best hands? It's not Hopkins no more.
that's a hot take.
You
He's
have
always
De-
making these one-handed catches,
Yeah.
but they're always out of bounds. Though.
Acrobatic,
It's
yeah,
always so
yeah,
tough. I feel bad for him.
yeah.
They have Deontay Johnson. That's I think is really good. They have Najee Harris. I think is a really good back, but it's just
Allen
he's not
Robinson
playing.
had a good game too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
such a random stat line. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro.
And then on defense, they got Minka Fitzpatrick. They got TJ Watt. They got some names out there.
Mhm.
They got a decent to good roster. I just they can't put it together. I don't know
I
why.
ain't gonna lie, bro. If Daniel Jones gets traded, I hope he goes to a team like the Steelers, man. Just get him out of it.
Like they have a solid receiving crew, but like Kenny Pickett is just garbage.
Unfortunately, yeah, he looks so
Yeah.
good. I thought he took a second-year leap, but it's not looking
You
like
know,
that.
last year I gave him the excuse that he was just thrown out there. You know what I'm saying? But this dude doesn't even look like a. He's just not. It's not that he doesn't look bad. He's just not making any good throws. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. He's trying to make something out of nothing. I understand the situation and stuff out there. I understand you're playing from behind. You need some big throws,
And
right?
he is playing against the Niners.
And he is playing against the Niners. Maybe we're overreacting, but I think he's just reinforcing what we thought of him last year. And that's just somebody who's just holding a spot for a potential Caleb Williams sweepstake part 2. You know what I'm saying?
This soon, oh man.
Well, maybe okay. I
mean-
mean, that's a big jump because Mike Tomlin always does turn around later in the season in some of those divisional games, right? But if something's,
I mean, he's a first round pick. I feel like.
That's the worst first round pick quarterback in a long time.
What do you mean Trey Lances exists?
Okay, that's true. But bro, that QB class was so bad. I don't think another quarterback was taken to the 3rd round. And this guy came out of Pittsburgh.
That's true, actually.
That was the
Yeah.
worst QB class we have ever seen in a long time. That was
Yeah.
ridiculous. And
That was
Kenny
terrible.
Pickett was the cream of the crop.
Yep.
Any other class, I think he's going 3rd round, 4th round.
Hey, Brock Purdy came out that class.
True.
That is true. That is true.
That's hella awkward. I ain't
That
gonna lie.
is true.
But yeah. But hey, moving on to the next game, I think everybody was a little bit surprised with the Browns.
Surprise! No, I
and
had
the
him winning.
Bengals. Okay, bro.
Ah.
Okay, let's talk about the Bengals.
Okay. More surprised about the fact how bad Joe Burrow was.
Exactly.
And the
Yeah.
offense.
I called it because what did I say? I said last year going into training camp, the dude had a what?
You did.
He had a what? Appendectomy? What are they?
Appendix?
His appendix exploded on him.
Appendicitis?
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
So he didn't have a training camp.
Yeah.
What happened this training camp? He had his calf
Yeah.
did not have a whole training camp, and he wet the bed against the Steelers. Yeah, he might have scored a few more, but the Browns is another AFC rival, or
Yeah.
North rival. So it's like, wow,
Another slow
they're
start.
trash. They're trash.
But 82 yards trash, though?
They're trash.
Also, offense line did not help too, bro. The Browns were
Oh
getting
yeah,
after him every
And
play, bro. It was
Orlando was like a door.
Yeah.
well, this is supposed to be their
With
best
no luck.
offensive line, but it's
But to be fair,
nothing's changed.
to be
Terrible,
fair,
bro.
Miles Garrett is what?
Miles Garrett out there having
arguably-
fun. He looked like he was trying to play some basketball. He goes out there and
He was
pressures.
toying
He
with
goes,
them.
yeah. You
No,
seen that, right?
He was on the inside when he
In
did
the
that.
inside, he
Not
out
even
here
on the
playing with
edge. He
them.
did on the inside.
Yeah, and he almost sacked him. He got pressure right away, but he ended up getting sacked. But it's just crazy, bro. The Browns bro. The
Yeah.
Browns.
The
Browns-
defense is so bro. I feel like since they added what was his name from the Vikings?
Zadarius Smith?
Zadarius Smith,
Yeah.
right? Miles Garrett is free.
Yeah,
He actually has somebody that he can literally
Yes,
compete on the
yes.
edge. Where Jadeveon Clowney was not a good edge rusher. He was just
Yeah.
more of a run stopper.
Yeah, that's true.
So now he got him lined up like if it's Aaron Donald, inside, outside. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that
Wow.
Bengals team was very disappointing, bro. 82 passing yards. Jamar Chase 39 receiving
Clamp,
yards.
bro.
I don't know what Joe Mixon's stats, but I don't think he
Strapped.
played too good.
Just to give you guys some stats on the offensive line, they got pressured 13 times,
Mm.
7 hurries,
Wow.
like 5 hits,
Yep.
1 sack.
I
Yep.
know
You what
they
I'm
were
saying?
0-3.
And that's only on 31 Joe Burrow passes.
I know they were 0-3 last season, but for some reason this is just looking different compared to last year.
It is, isn't
I
it?
feel like they might have some question marks.
Who
Which is concerning.
the
If I'm a
the
Bengals fan,
yeah,
if
yeah.
I'm the Bengals,
It is getting a different feeling.
Because
I don't
last
know
year you
why.
were kind of like, eh.
Mm.
It wasn't like I don't know how to explain it. I'm just watching them. I'm
I know
like,
what you mean, yeah.
When they play against the top tier teams like
Yeah.
the Browns, who are not, I would have considered them a top tier team at this moment. They have a top tier defense, maybe because of Miles Garrett. But then when I see the Bengals losing the way they lost,
Yeah,
they might have some question marks because this is scary.
you're not lying.
And I want to talk about the defense, the Browns, not the Browns defense. I mean,
The
this is the
Bengals?
Browns, the Browns as a whole. I want to talk about the Browns real quick. Oh, y'all have some points about the Bengals.
I was gonna say something about the Bengals.
Go ahead.
No, specifically about the Bengals though, I think it's a little bit of an overreaction. I'm not gonna lie, like you said.
I wouldn't be surprised if it is because they did go out and they lost
Yeah,
their first
that's
three
true.
last year
That's
and they
true,
won
that's
out.
Exactly. I think this team is
That's
too
straight. It's
talented
crazy.
to be this bad. I'm not gonna lie. On offense, it's just too loaded. Like last year, we saw them struggling and all that stuff. And then you see Joe Burrow go out there with a statement game, 400 yards. Jamar Chase 3 touchdowns. Even when Jamar Chase got hurt last season, this team was still good. I mean, they still got T. Higgins. They still got Tyler Boyd. They still got Joe Mixon. They keep adding people on the offense line every year. I know that, but I think this might be the year they finally piece it together. The only thing is, Joe Burrow just has to get out the slump a little bit sooner because you can't keep affording to give away easy games like this. Because that's a division. That's a divisional game.
Mhm.
The divisional games are going to matter. We have a division with the Bengals, the Ravens,
And the
I mean,
Browns.
the Browns and the Steelers. You know what I'm
Steelers,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you just have to pick it up sooner than later. That's the thing. But yeah. But let's go to the Browns
Yeah,
now.
the Browns. I know they won this game, but offensively, Deshaun Watson sucks.
Yeah. Oh my God, he sucks.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Bro, is he ever gonna get back to a point where he was at least close to what he was? Cause I'm concerned if I'm the Browns, cause this dude, when it matters most, this is not gonna. When another team fights back, and then you have Deshaun Watson that you're relying on to get your licks in for you, he might get outpunched because he was looking terrible when the defense was smacking the Bengals all around.
Yeah, he was. I thought Amari Cooper and Deshaun Watson were gonna come out here and have like a statement game. I'm not gonna lie.
They did.
But
Nick Chubb
wow.
was still by far their best player.
Yeah,
on
Nick
offense.
Chubb. Oh my,
And
Nick
that
Chubb's a
offense.
beast.
Clearly
We all know
their
Nick Chubb is
offense.
gonna do his
Nick
thing.
Chubb is
No,
his
so
thing.
he's
But
gonna
we
get
thought coming after like training camp, full season training camp,
No
everybody
excuses this year.
healthy,
Mhm.
no
Yeah.
excuses. Deshaun Watson gonna play 17 games. I thought, okay, game one they're gonna go out here and make a statement game. Nah,
Yeah.
this looked like the same team. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Their defense got better, but the offense, I'm not gonna lie. Deshaun Watson was the same player. Amari Cooper might have. I don't know if it gotten worse or not, but this is looking bad to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Hard right now.
Why
You
you
guys
smiling?
you guys might hate me for this. And y'all, I feel like y'all have an idea what I'm about to lead this to. If Deshaun Watson has a terrible year, right? I'm not putting the blame on Baker Mayfield.
What?
Because how are you gonna trade 3 first-round picks for a guy who was top 5 before the incident happened and he got suspended, and then he comes out here and their QB situation doesn't change? I'm not blaming Baker Mayfield. I'm blaming the coaching and the way they set up their QB on offense.
What if it's just Deshaun Watson?
I could see that. I could agree.
That's true.
I could see that.
But I could see that.
That's a good
But
point.
what if Deshaun Watson's just not the same
That's
player
not-
now?
That's a good point.
That is a good
You know
point.
what the problem with that is though? I think.
Because hold on. When it came to Baker Mayfield, right? He has a good online.
Yeah.
He has good
Mhm.
receivers.
There's
Good
good running
running
backs.
What
Yeah.
does Deshaun Watson have? Who's way better than Baker Mayfield?
Mhm.
Clearly better than Baker Mayfield.
I'm not denying that.
But
But okay, go ahead.
Deshaun Watson, that's true. But I'm not gonna lie, Deshaun Watson just played bad. It wasn't even the coach. There's nothing to do. It was literally just him. The pick he threw might have been one of the worst picks I've seen too. He literally threw it straight to him. That was embarrassing. I'm not gonna
He
lie.
might have just forgot how to play football.
Yeah, that too.
When
I
you
don't.
take 2 years off, you
Yeah.
don't just come back and say, I'm still
I'm
like
him. I'm him again. No,
It
he
might
was
take a
making-
while.
He was making some poor reads out there. I'm not gonna
Really
lie.
Let's be real,
bad,
y'all.
yeah.
They traded 3 first-round picks for a game manager.
What?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's
You're
looking
doing
like
too
his-
much now.
No,
No,
it's really looking like
doing
his-
too much.
I feel like as good as
it's
he's
looking
gonna
like it
get
right now.
is game manager.
Why would you take such an assumption on a guy who was playing at a
Bro.
top 5 level with Willie Snead, bro?
Bro.
Will Fuller, I mean.
That was back then.
2020.
Yeah.
I
Before
know.
he took 2 years off. Last year he played how much games? 6, 7?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it
Mhm.
was a decent
Bro,
amount.
this is one
They
game.
said what? He hasn't played in a while. Just give him some time.
Yeah, everybody getting the
Yeah.
benefit of the
Boom.
doubt.
Training camp. He knows his receivers. He knows his team.
Playbook.
Boom. He comes in. This is exactly
I
the
understand.
same.
I understand that, right? But this is just one game, though. I don't think we can come out there and
Nah.
It's
start
not just
comparing
one
him
game, though.
to Baker Mayfield. This guy is still on a team where he needs to adjust, bro. He just came out the weeds with his legal issues.
No.
I'm not defending him. I'm not defending his off-field stuff at all. But I'm just saying.
He had a whole training camp.
Yeah, I know he had a whole training camp, right? But now he's still trying to
He
get
was
to
getting
training
I thought he
camp
was getting
is different
adjusted
versus
last.
live football.
I thought he was getting adjusted last season.
No, last season
And he was
just
playing
out there.
preseason
That was
games.
his
He
play-
literally played
yeah.
And he
preseason
was,
games.
he was terrible in the
Yeah,
preseason
that's what I'm
too.
saying. He looks exactly
Yeah.
how he did in the
Bro,
preseason.
No, I
And he
think
hit a lick.
I think
And the Houston Texans hit a lick. too.
Yeah.
they both
Yeah.
hit licks. I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, though, I think Deshaun Watson is one of those few guys who have game-changing ability, bro. He's gonna remind us.
He
very
does,
soon.
but I don't know if he still
It's
has
not-
it.
No, he does, bro. Maybe not week 1. How many people have bad week 1s? Honestly, we just said Joe Burrow. Is anybody gonna sit here?
Josh
and say,
Allen just
that
threw
Joe-
3
Joe Burrow just
interceptions.
had- Exactly. So are we really gonna wet the bed?
No, but the thing is,
On-
we know what Joe Burrow and Josh Allen are capable of doing. We don't know if Deshaun Watson still got it.
Exactly.
Because we seen it last year. Okay, we gave him the benefit of the doubt. He plays 7 games. Okay, week 1, he does the same thing. The
This is the
same
thing, though.
exact player. Are you
Even if
serious?
even if he is a game manager, he's still 3, 4 times, 5 times the player that Baker Mayfield is, right? Because Baker Mayfield on that team, he was not making any halfway decent throws. He's at least
He
throwing-
was.
he's at least
I'm not
distributing
gonna
the well.
disrespect Baker. He was
No,
nice.
I
ain't gonna lie.
disrespect him. The guy was a scrub, bro.
No, he
He's
was
at
not.
least-
No,
bro,
you're not gonna
last
erase
one big-
history, bro.
No.
They had a game against the Chargers where it was a shootout, and he
Oh,
was
yeah.
making
Yeah,
passes
that was
like
the most
crazy.
random game in history. I'm not gonna.
It's
I'll be
not
honest.
random.
Nobody-
Why is it
nobody-
random?
We're gonna forget. Did he set the record for touchdowns before Herbert?
Yeah,
Is
he
it
was the
rookie
rookie.
touchdowns?
Yeah, the
Okay.
rookie touchdown
One
record. He
season.
had
I'm not
it.
denying that one season, right? But I'm talking about.
He had
particularly with
multiple.
And
Deshaun
the years
Watson.
into the playoffs.
He had
and-
multiple.
Just give him a grace period, bro. He's just having his first start. This is, in my opinion, his first real game as a Brown. He's gonna figure it out. He can
Come on,
hide
bro.
behind
That's too
Nick
much
Chubb
better than that.
and all that stuff.
Bro, why are you
Let's see
giving?
who-
Why are you giving Deshaun Watson the benefit of the doubt, but Josh Allen's not top 5? He's not that guy.
Josh Allen keeps having a turnover issue, right? And I'm
So-
not saying Deshaun Watson's top 5. I'm just saying he's not bottom 20.
But Deshaun Watson keeps having bad games,
I'm
though.
saying,
Even
like, he
going back
had
to last
multiple
year.
bad
He's not
games.
really
He hasn't
bad.
had-
He still won. It's a
Bro,
24-3.
Jacoby
It's not
Brissett.
because of
Hold
him.
on. Jacoby Brissett was better than this
Yes,
guy. Way
he was,
better.
he was, he
Yes,
was.
Him
yes.
and Amari Cooper were cooking.
Cooking
Yeah.
like
Crazy.
Why do you want to give Deshaun Watson more flack than you get Joe Burrow?
Because we see Joe Burrow take his team to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
No, because I feel like realistically, deep down, we all know Joe Burrow's not gonna.
And
play
it's not
for
just
the-
that.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow
Yeah.
did. Joe Burrow never got to play in his training
Yeah,
camp
he got injured too.
since
He's
his
come off
rookie
injury.
year.
Okay.
And we all,
okay,
and we all know,
okay.
low key, high key, he's gonna bounce back. But this guy, Deshaun Watson's been playing like this
But
since
this
last
thing-
year.
Yeah, we don't know if he's a bounce
Even
back.
If he doesn't bounce back, this is still a good team. He can
Yeah,
still
it
have
is.
150
For
yard
sure.
games.
Mhm.
He can manage them to 10 wins, and that's enough.
He
to
can
make
go.
the
Yeah,
playoffs.
he can go
And
get
there's
carried by
still-
Nick Chubb.
And if he gets to halfway the play he was before, right, they're gonna be contenders.
And
Yeah.
if,
That
the,
simple.
if the Bengals lay an egg next week though, I'm coming.
You come for that?
I'm coming hard,
You're there
man.
no matter what.
I'm there no matter what because that's the real question marks if they do it again.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. If Deshaun Watson can turn back the time, this team is gonna be contenders.
Very dangerous.
They're gonna be contenders for the Super Bowl, not for the division, but for the Super Bowl for sure.
I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. In my opinion, this dude, I said this before, he's the most consistent defender in the league. I think he's top 3. He's the top
I
3
agree.
defender in the league.
Yeah.
You could say he's number 1. You could make cases number 1. I would have even mad at it.
So I'll say top 3
You
because
can
TJ Watt did win defense player.
In my opinion,
And Nick
he could be
Bosa won
number 1,
defense
and it
player.
wouldn't be. I wouldn't be mad.
I'll say he's top 5 because there is Michael Parsons, and then
Michael
right
Parsons
there,
not better than him. I'm sorry. Come on,
I
man.
think he's better than
Give me
all of them.
Myles
I think he's
Garrett.
better than all of them. Because put Myles Garrett on the 49ers.
I wouldn't say he's better than all of them. That's crazy.
I see interchangeable.
Yeah,
It's
that's
interchangeable.
true. That's
But
true.
I think he easy.
But now he got Zadarius Smith, so he got some
Yeah.
help. So we'll see how his stats end
True.
up this year.
But though, up next we got the Ravens in Texas, man. Me personally, I want to start off with the Texans a little bit before we jump into the winners and the Ravens. The score was 9-25. It was a little bit unfortunate, a little disappointing because I feel like they were competing in the first quarter, right?
They were.
As the game went on, we saw some rookie mistakes as TJ Stroud in the offense. In my opinion, I'm not looking at this game too much because it's what you expect. They're playing a better team, they lose to a better team, right? But I think the biggest takeaway for me is that you saw some upside from the Texans. You saw that they were going to at least try to compete and that they had some playmakers on the other side of the ball on defense as well. So coming away from the Texans game, I wouldn't be too surprised if they get increasingly better throughout the season and if we start seeing CJ Stroud in the offensive rookie of the year discussion.
Yeah, I
Mhm,
agree. I
mhm, I
agree
agree.
because I honestly, I just feel like this defense was too much for a rookie quarterback, especially if they're gonna play their first game.
Exactly.
I think later on they're gonna get good. I think he's gonna build his confidence. This team has potential because their defense was really hanging in for a minute too.
Mhm.
Exactly.
It's just the offense wasn't.
They have a good defense. The
Yeah, they
Texans.
do. They
Very
really
underrated.
do. They do. It's just their offense. They're gonna pick it up. The receiver, Nico, what's his name? Nico Collins.
I told
Yeah,
you about him.
80
I told you about him.
You're right.
I told you.
Yeah, 6 catches, 80 yards against the Ravens defense, which is really impressive. So
And Robert Woods has 60 yards like it's 2019. Come on,
yeah,
man.
that's
I
true.
told you-
That's true.
I just want to say something. I told y'all that this Texans team was not garbage. It's a competent offense. They showed us that. They have
Yeah.
solid tackles. They have a respectable running back.
Yeah,
they
they
have
have
a
one of the
respected
best. They have
receiving
one of the
core.
best lines. And
Exactly.
you can make a case that they have a top 2 left tackle, and that's why he keeps getting paid.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? He's in that discussion. I
Yeah.
don't think there's a doubt.
Top
You know
3.
what I'm saying?
for sure.
Top 3, definitely top 4.
'Cause who
You know
he's
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's in that discussion. On the other side of the line, you have a real right tackle that you can depend on. That's very underrated. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You have Brees Hall, you have Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Robert Woods.
Damian Pierce, not
Damian
not
Pierce, I
Pierce
mean.
Hall,
Yeah.
yeah.
All of these guys who, guess what? Showed up for the game.
I feel
You know
like
what I'm
they
saying? That's
gotta-
all you need.
I feel like they gotta implement Damian Pierce for him.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't really
I
use
don't know
him.
why they're throwing about that much with the rookie quarterback. 'Cause
Yeah.
I still feel like there's that learning curve he gotta
Yes,
get over.
exactly.
I feel and Damian Pierce, the couple plays he did get, he made some plays.
Yeah.
He's a hard runner. He's strong. And I feel like they should implement him more. This should be more of a run team, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should. I agree. I think Damian Pierce is the perfect running back for this team because he's a workhorse running back. He wants to get the load. He wants 20-plus touches. He can handle it, too.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do too much this year. I think this week 1 is gonna be a reflection of their season.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that this team has a lot of potential.
Yeah,
And
me
if they
too.
I feel like they're gonna be a middle of the pack team. They're gonna have a 7-8 wins.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is the beginning of the Texans being good.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
They have a good team, bro. I
Yeah,
like
they
their.
do.
They have potential. They have a good potential.
Yeah.
Their defense is really nice too.
I just want to
Yep.
say this one more time.
Young too.
This is exactly how you rebuild a team.
Yes.
You don't know.
This
You
is what I said about them, and you were talking about 12 wins like they're already established. What are you talking about?
Hey, you
This
know
is what
me.
I mean. Do y'all see what I mean?
know
Where I
me.
say he doesn't believe what he
me.
says.
Yep.
He just says whatever, but you don't believe what you say,
I
bro.
believe it, 'cause
You're saying what I was saying now.
they're still gonna get 12 wins. Just hear me out. But anyways, this is how you rebuild a team, though. Okay.
Still gonna get 12 wins, but you said I'm not surprised what happened. They just lost to the better team. You don't say about a team that wins 12 games.
Okay,
What the heck?
lost to a better team today, but next.
You don't
week
believe what you
they're
say,
gonna
bro.
Then later in the week, okay, just wait till later in the season. Give it 10 weeks. We'll see what the Texans are doing.
Come on.
Give it 10 weeks. I'm so serious.
Okay.
But real quick, though, on a rebuild, this is how you rebuild a team. First, you get a half a decent offensive line that you can cook with, okay? Then you draft some
They're not
players
half a decent,
on
they're great.
defense. I know, but just how you the starting phase,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And then you add another key pieces here in Derek Singletary, Petrie, you know what I'm saying? Then you get Nico Collins, right? And then in the same offseason, you get CJ Stroud, right? And then you get him another weapon, Tank Dell, right? Now you got Damian Pierce in the back as well. All they did was implement CJ Stroud, right? In one offseason, and they're already 3 times the team they were last year, bro. So I just want to say, hats off to the Texas rebuild.
Yeah.
I don't know who the GM was, but getting rid of Deshaun Watson is arguably the best thing that happened to a franchise in a long time. So
Yeah.
they're hooping now. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm.
Hooping now.
I agree.
They hit the league.
I agree.
And they got a couple more first picks coming in next year.
And they got Greenlaw too.
They got
so
They got Greenlaw,
Yeah.
yup.
Exactly.
So that's impressive.
But going to the other side of the ball, though, we got the Ravens with 25 points. And that's what I'm not that impressed.
I'm not impressed too.
Me neither.
This looks
Nobody's
like the
impressed.
same offense last year to me.
Very, yeah.
110 rush yards, 146 pass yards. No difference,
Mhm.
bro. And an interception. Lamar
Mhm.
Jackson, he didn't look too good. I thought he was going to come out here and dominate the football game. He did not.
Yeah.
To be fair, they didn't have Mark Andrews. But at the same time, there's no excuse.
It
There
isn't.
was only to me, there was only one good spot in their offense, and it was Zay Flowers.
100%.
Yeah.
Zay
yeah.
Flowers is their number one.
Shifty,
Yeah,
bro.
this.
Yeah.
Shifty.
Zay Flowers is Zay Flowers, he's very talented. I was unfamiliar with his game. But this guy has some really good potential, in my opinion.
I feel like the Ravens peaked in that MVP year.
This is
Because I feel like that's when they were both balanced with offense and defense.
yeah.
I feel like this year they're gonna have some complications on offense because they still didn't give Lamar better opportunities to throw the ball like he's supposed to be this year.
Yeah.
That's what they said this year. Is that not how they hyped up the offense this year?
Exactly.
Lamar's gonna throw the ball, they're gonna get a lot more pass yards. It's the same exact thing. And when they come into issues where they stop his feet, they're gonna run into issues. Boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
are.
yeah.
It's looking
100%
like
agree.
the same offense, man. Very, very
I ain't gonna lie,
disappointing.
I might be disrespecting him. They might just say, you know what, let's just play. Let's just keep it simple, do what we usually do, and beat a team that we know we're better than.
Nah.
Maybe that just happened.
I don't think that's what happened, bro, because after the first 2 quarters, it was a close game.
Yeah, it
You know
was a
what I'm
close
saying?
game.
It
They
was
were
a close game.
competing.
And then I think with Lamar Jackson, he only had 5 throws past 10 yards.
First 3 quarters, actually.
5 throws past 10 yards.
And
He
the
only
only-
attempted
Yeah.
5 throws past 3 yards. I think he completed what? Maybe 4 of them.
And
So
J.K.
he 4 or
Dobbins,
5.
who's a really good starter running back, he's already out
Yeah,
for the
and
season.
that's
Exactly.
Mhm.
So
Marcus Williams also out
Marcus
too.
Williams already out.
they
Yeah.
tried to make the
Mhm.
excuse for Lamar Jackson. He needs a pro-style offense where he sits behind the line of scrimmage and throws the ball away. Not throws the ball away, but throw it to his receiver and stuff like that. But when he's given an opportunity to it, he doesn't look downfield and like his arm does not move the chains. Like we were saying earlier with Tua, Tua averaged 10 point something yards per attempt. I'm not saying that's a standard, right? But you have to do something better because I'm looking at a stat right here. When he's under pressure, how many yards per attempt do you think he averages? 2.
Wow.
Under pressure, he averages 2 yards per attempt. That's not an offense where you can rely on somebody's quarterback because he's in a division with the Browns, the Steelers, and the Bengals. Maybe not the Bengals, but more so. But the other 2 teams, they're going to get pressure on him. I mean, the Steelers, yeah. The other 2 teams are going to get the pressure on him, right? And then going outside of the division. In the AFC alone, the pressure's coming.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And if you're going to tell Lamar Jackson you're going to be sitting back there, because this game he only threw the ball 22 times. Let's be fair. He had 17 completions. That's a respectable game, right? But moving forward, as the pressure comes and the expectations get higher, and J.K. Dobbins is already out, he's going to fall back into his old habits. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but for somebody who was saying I need more weapons in offense with receivers and stuff like that, he's regression, in my opinion, in the passing game.
We'll see when Mark Andrews comes back.
Yeah,
We'll
we're gonna
see.
have to see.
Yeah, we're going to see
But
that.
Yeah, we'll see, we'll
this
see.
was for sure disappointing. Not gonna lie.
It was a very rusty game for him, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
But
rusty.
it is always week 1. It's always overreaction week. But
True.
hopefully they get better in the future.
But on to the next game, though, in the AFC. We got the Jags and the Colts. Now, me personally, I know we got some Jags haters on the stand here, but me personally, I'm very high on the Jaguars.
Me too.
And what made me happy was to see Calvin really come back to the same form that he left off and even better. 2 touchdowns, hooping. You know what I'm saying?
9-2 receiving yards, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was their go-to guy in offense.
Go-to guy, man.
And that's exactly what you expected when you brought him into this offense, in my opinion. Last
Facts.
season, we're saying they were so good, and now they're getting Calvin Ridley. But the question was, can Calvin Ridley stay healthy and come and perform, right? But now he came in, and not only did he perform, but he looked like one of the better receivers in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think this Jaguars offense got better, and some people are saying they average 30-something points per game, and I think that's very achievable for them.
That's what I said. This team's, my opinion, they're contenders. Because last year, yeah, I said this at the beginning of the season, and I'm gonna continue with this because last year they were very close to being the Chiefs, and the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Now you throw in Calvin Ridley. Trevor Lawrence is still looking like the guy we saw from like later in the season. I think this team is like really good. I think their offense is gonna be really good. Travis Etienne is special, man. I like the way that guy plays football. I think he's really good. Just this team overall, they got a good roster. They got a good players.
Yeah.
I think they can get it done. They can compete for a
I
Super
feel
Bowl.
like they're one of the top tier teams in the league, but I don't know why I'm hesitating to say they're contenders. I have no idea why. I feel like they're just. I don't know. I'm just not ready to say. I gotta see more, but I still feel like they're one of the top tier teams in the league.
Yeah.
This is their era. This is their era. They're gonna dominate that division for a while with Trevor Lawrence. This
Yeah.
is their time. They're
For
doing
sure.
what they're supposed to do. They, like you said, they are. They might. I'm not mad at you saying that they're contenders. I could see that, and I just feel like they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
This is their time to shine. They have one of the most complete rosters in the league. I like their weapons.
Yeah,
I
me
like
too.
Trevor
I love
Lawrence.
it.
I like their defense. I like their head coach.
Yeah.
This is a
Doug
well-constructed
Peterson.
team. And also, I kind of feel bad for Christian Kirk. He kind of got left in the dust.
Me too,
Man,
man.
But I feel like this is a good thing, though.
That just shows you how much weapons they have, bro. They can go to
let's say
anybody.
they throw the house on, let's say Calvin Ridley. He's a stud. He goes back to being what he was in 2020.
Yeah.
Let's say he goes back on that level and they throw the house on him. You have the one that, in my opinion, like I said, Christian Kirk is one of the best slot receivers in the league. He proved it last season when he dominated, and he proved that all the doubters wrong, that he deserves that contract.
Yeah.
Who knows? This offense could be as explosive as it gets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got Zay Jones and Evan Ingram, too, who both
Yeah.
had exemplary games.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
You got a lot of people hating on you.
yeah, people are gonna hit on me, but like I didn't see anything special from the Jaguars. Like honestly,
Really?
like I'm dead ass.
People say
Because
they're
no, because look, really had a nice game. Congratulations,
Yeah.
right? But other than that, and Etienne too, I'll give
Yeah,
Etienne
yeah.
credit too. But Lawrence didn't move me, right? The offense only converting like 3 out of 12 attempts. That didn't move me.
Well, on third
And
down?
it is
On
against-
third
it is
downs, they were
against
3 for
Colts.
12, right?
That's
Mhm.
true.
The Indianapolis Colts were 2 for 12. I feel like if you're a superior team in that division, if you're just supposed to be a contender like Pushover is saying, I feel like you're supposed to smack this team. The
agree.
Jaguars were literally losing going into the fourth quarter.
They were.
Facts.
And yeah, sure, they got the job done, but the upset was almost there. So I feel like the needle doesn't move me. Like I'm telling you, people are going to be surprised about this team. They might be contenders in the eyes on the papers, right? Like on the stat line sheets, but like I don't see nothing special about them, bro. They were
Yeah,
supposed to beat the Colts, and they beat the Colts, but the Colts almost pulled the upset.
Well,
Exactly.
give credit to the Colts. Though. The Colts played their
That's
tail
not
off.
the
Yeah, if you don't have a rookie quarterback starting, I feel like they freaking win this game.
I feel like that helped them though. To be fair,
How?
I don't like last year they had Matt Ryan, right?
Matt Ryan wet the bed against
Matt
the
Ryan is
Jaguars.
terrible. I
Okay.
think this guy Anthony Richardson. I think this guy's gonna be really good in the league. I mean, we
Okay,
saw-
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, because we saw in game 1, he was playing really good against
Yeah, he
the
was.
Jags
Defense,
team.
too.
He
This is a
was.
good defense.
Mhm.
He was out there going shot for
Mhm.
shot with Trevor Lawrence.
And
this
if
was a good game to
JT
watch.
was playing this game, I guarantee
might
you.
have won this
No,
game.
I guarantee you they would have won this game because Deion
Yeah.
Jackson costed them 2 possessions,
That's what I'm
2
saying.
fumbles lost.
Yeah.
If it
Yeah,
that
that's
JT's
so
not
underrated.
JT's not dropping that.
Yeah.
He's not fumbling that. So
That's
I
true.
feel
That's
like
a good point.
Pittman looked really great.
Wow, he looked amazing.
All right, like if they just would pay Jonathan Taylor, they're a complete team.
Yeah.
Their defense actually held up.
Yeah, it did.
Did we not see Buckner score fumble return touchdown?
Yep.
Like I feel like they're holding themselves back, but like we'll see. Shane Steichen brought the Eagles offense to the Colts.
Yeah,
I ain't
it
gonna
is.
lie.
I'm
yeah.
not even joking.
not
So the Jaguars, I'd be a little nervous. I'm not
This
gonna lie, because if
Colts-
he could barely beat the Colts team,
Yeah.
shoot.
But
like,
this Colts team is actually looking good though.
It
It's
is.
looking much better than everybody thought they were gonna be. Everybody thought
Mhm.
they were probably gonna be like a 5-win team.
yeah.
I mean, they still might be, but like
It's either
they
that,
showed life this game.
It's either that or maybe the Jaguars are just not what we think they are.
Maybe
that
that's
too.
what-
Could be the
That
ones.
too.
I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that. I just think this team's actually good. I think they can compete with every team. I'm not saying they're gonna win, but they can survive. They can survive. They can go out there and compete. They actually got a good rookie quarterback. Their defense balled out. Michael Pittman looked like one of the best receivers in the league today, or yesterday I should say. I don't know how, but
One
yeah,
of them,
they,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
they're a good
He wasn't
team.
looking like that with Matt Ryan.
That's what I'm saying. Now he got a quarterback.
He was looking
now he
like
got a
that. And
quarterback.
Anthony Richard was supposed to be the guy who can't throw the ball down the field.
Exactly.
So, hey,
this Colts team could be sleepers. I don't know.
very sleeper. Yeah,
Yeah.
2 touchdowns that game, rushing and
Yeah, he played good.
passing. Yeah, he played
Yeah.
really good,
Ain't
but
gonna lie.
you know,
Yeah.
Rookie mistakes, obviously, game one. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Yeah, they're gonna see the Jaguars again, but
Yeah, they
Yeah,
they
they'll
will.
see.
going to the next game, I think this is arguably one of the most interesting games of the season.
Mm.
I mean, of week one, the Eagles and the Patriots.
Mm.
And I watched this game late, and it was very interesting to see, just to start off with the Patriots, that the Patriots were competing with the Eagles on the last drive of the game.
They were.
And arguably, I'm not going to lie, depending how you saw the catch, that was a catch at the end of the game. But some people, they didn't count because he didn't get his foot down, arguably. But different camera angles show different things. But I think Pushover is the one that said it. Mac Jones is going to come out and have a good season. I know in the first quarter, people were gassing him, what kind of interception was that, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But he made up for it, though. And I think, honestly, what we saw to the Patriots was the Patriots' way. They played good on defense, and then they gave the offense the opportunity to win, which is exactly what happened late in the fourth quarter. And I'm not going to lie. A couple better throws out of Mac Jones, and the Eagles are starting off 0-1 this season.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I'm not even too disappointed in Mac Jones necessarily in the Patriots, but I think the Patriots show that they're not going to have a Caleb Williams sweepstakes season that they're just going to sit at the bottom of the division. I think they're really competing this season. After
Yeah.
that game.
Two things I took away from this game. Mac Jones for sure took a leap because this Eagles defense were really good last year. And the second thing is, this is not the same Eagles team no more. Their offense did not look the same.
No.
And their defense, I know they got a pick six, but their defense didn't look the same. Let's be honest. They're going
No.
against a Patriots team that, I mean, they don't really have any weapons. And they were actually driving them down. And then they could have won this game, but no, they didn't. So I just think this Eagles team's not who we think they're going to be this year. Honestly, I'm not going to lie.
They might fall off, man. Like,
They
when
might
you lose
fall
your
off.
coordinators, that's
huge.
that's a job.
Very,
Yeah.
And it showed it.
So we'll see. We'll see.
I don't know how many pass yards, what's his name, Jalen Hurts had.
Yeah, let's talk about
But
the
he
Eagles.
didn't really have a good game. Let's be honest here. Like he could have, like he was second for MVP last year. He played really good last year.
He had
But I don't-
170 yards,
170 yards against
Yep.
this Patriots
33
team.
attempts,
33 attempts, 170 yards. Yeah,
one
this
touchdown.
One
this
touchdown.
Yeah.
Sacked 3 times.
And he
this is
fumbled
not
and he
the-
lost a fumble.
This is not the same. This is not the same Jalen Hurts, and this is not the same Eagles team we saw in the Super Bowl. So I think we should watch out. This might be one of the most disappointing teams. I'm not gonna lie. I know week one's overreaction week, but they could have easily lost this game
Disappointing in terms of they're not gonna match what they did the year
last
before.
year. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they're still gonna be
Because that's
solid.
really hard to be fair, but it's just I don't see it.
I might have to agree with you because everybody had this team still. Now it's gonna be including me. I thought
Yeah.
they were gonna lead the NFC again, but
Yeah.
they lost. Like AK said, they lost all their coordinators. It's not,
Yeah.
they don't look the same.
That was a big factor. It's looking
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I think it's coming back to the same thing that we saw when they were struggling before Shane Steichen took over the OC play calling abilities. Like AK always says, Nick Sirianni trying to make some bonehead decisions, and it's just hurting that Eagles team. And honestly, the Eagles team, if they didn't have that much of a talented roster, they would have lost this game.
Yeah, let's
arguably
not
by
get it
10
twisted. They're
points.
still gonna be a solid, good team.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
too
yeah,
talented
yeah.
to not be a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they lost that extra 5-10% that made them the best, though.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly the best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts just looks like a different quarterback now.
He
The
does.
passing game is not the same that it was. Before we saw A.J. Brown looking dominant, Dallas Goedert was involved and stuff like that. But now we're looking at an offense that just looks a little bit like they're lacking something. I mean, their number one runner was Kenneth Gainwell, who was number 3 or arguably 2 or 4 on the depth chart last season. You know what I'm saying? When they brought in DeAndre Swift and Rashad Penny. So I'm trying to figure out what identity this team is pushing for this season. Are they leaning more on Jalen Hurts? Because I think 33 passing attempts might be top 5 for most attempts he ever had in his career. You know what I'm saying? So I think this Eagles team has a lot of question marks to cover.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
on defense, though, I mean, I think they're still the same team. I'm not going to lie. They said Jalen Carter's going crazy. Fletcher Cox making plays. Darius Slay was there. James Bradbury is still there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not too worried about defense, but offense in particular is where the question marks are coming for me.
Yeah,
I'm
me
saying?
too.
But moving on to the next game, though, we have the Seahawks and the Rams, right?
So shocking.
I think this is
Unbelievable.
upset.
But who said the Rams are back?
You want to start with the Rams?
I did.
Start with the Rams. The Rams, I'm not going to lie. Even though you said that they were going to come and win the game, I don't think anybody expected Tutu Atwell and I can't even say the other guy's name, Puku Nakua. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful.
The disrespect.
You had 100 yards for the first time.
Hey.
You're a rookie. This is crazy. Nobody expected this. But I say those names right, but both of those guys had 100 yards. Not combined, each.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? against a Seahawks defense that was supposed to go out there and be top 5.
Bobby Wagner led defense.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Legion of Boom 2.0.
Whoa. I don't know about
None of that stuff was happening. Matthew Stafford went out there,
Cooked it up.
medium offensive line that people were saying,
Cooked
but
it
he
up.
was clean
Yeah.
all game. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't
Matthew
get no help from Cam Akers either. Did it to himself. Did
Exactly.
it? Yeah.
Their backup running back played much better than
Oh
Cam
yeah,
Akers
yeah.
too. I forgot his
Kyron
name.
Williams.
Yeah, he played much better.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Exactly.
He did.
Matthew, the offensive line was so good that Matthew Stafford was clean for 30. Had no pressures or nothing for 30 of his 38 throws.
That's crazy.
That's concerning.
Wow.
That's very concerning.
Against
What were people saying about the Seahawks? They said, "Oh, what was the issue on defense? This is the run game. Everything else was solid. They have some of the best DBs, right?
Yeah,
They might have potentially the best.
To be fair,
cornerback.
Witherspoon didn't play though. They were rookie.
But still,
Yeah.
though, they had
That's
Kobe
true,
Bryant.
but
Yeah,
That's
they
what
had-
they had last
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Because
Tyreek Woolen,
This
yeah.
guys they had last year though.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Rams are not even a good running team, and not in the slightest.
And they had
No.
random receivers. Cooper
And-
Kupp was
No.
missing.
And they torched them.
Torched him.
Wow.
So what does this mean for this Rams team? That's the
It's
question.
still week 1, so I'm not gonna say anything crazy, but I
Yeah.
still think that the Rams are just gonna be better than what we thought they were. But I don't got them coming out. I still
Okay,
think the Seahawks.
Maybe not coming out, but
They're gonna
They're
win.
competing, though.
They're
Are they
competing.
competing?
Yeah.
they're gonna be
Playoff contenders. They're gonna be in the playoffs.
It's still week 1, but I'm not ready.
Sean McVay, Aaron
don't
Donald,
have
Matthew
that.
Stafford. Super. I gotta respect that.
that's true. That was only 2 seasons
If
ago.
they somehow just can start, if they somehow compete,
Start stacking wins.
They will
Sean
stack
McVay, I
wins.
want
They're
to find
scary.
This guy and shake his hand. 'Cause
Respect
that's
him.
impressive. That's actually impressive.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
But-
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this was just a fluke game for the Seahawks. Though this is not
That's not fair for the Rams.
That's not the Rams played good. They played their tail off. They did what they did. You know, shock the world. I'm not gonna lie. They beat the Seahawks and they beat them by 17 points, which is embarrassing for Seattle.
embarrassing. At
I had
home.
this team competing for the division, and
Yeah.
the 49ers are in the division, and 49ers are looking really good. So I just think this is just a fluke win for the Rams and just a bad game for the Seahawks. I'm not gonna
Is
lie.
that fair though? Because you say fluke win, but it's not like Matthew Stafford at 100-something yards. He had 334
Yeah.
yards. He
Yep.
aired the ball out, and both the receivers
I
were
don't know if he
dominant
could.
without Cooper Kupp.
I don't know if he could do this again. If he does this again, that's impressive. I'm not gonna lie. But my thing is, Seattle, bro, they're too talented to lose to 17 to the Rams.
Yeah.
It's just something. It
Yeah,
just
actually,
doesn't.
it's
It
losing
just doesn't
out.
make sense because I
We're
had
running
this
against
team
Seattle,
going
yeah.
forward, man.
Yeah,
Like they
definitely.
added Bobby Wagner back to this team, and I thought their defense is gonna get much better.
Mhm.
But no, you give 30 points to the Rams and Geno Smith, man.
Yeah, the
I
offense is looking disappointed.
Very
You
disappointing,
can make
bro.
him being a crybaby too.
Pushing
Yeah.
people around, bro,
Yeah.
because he's angry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
This offense was really disappointing. I don't think Kenneth Murray played too good.
I wouldn't be concerned
Kenneth
though.
Walker.
I mean, I wouldn't be
Let's talk
concerned
about
though.
the
It's just a week one. you
Yeah,
know,
that's the thing.
week
It's just a
one.
fluke.
I still
think-
got them winning the
But we're too
division.
talented to get punked by this team that has
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
talent.
saying.
Punked is the right word because honestly, nothing was going the Seahawks way,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Like I was saying earlier, Matthew Stafford was clean for 30 of his throws. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? On a D-line that's supposed to be
Mhm.
revamped. And then not even that, but you had Kobe Bryant out there who got and he's complaining because he got benched. He had to get moved to safety. But Witherspoon got benched, and now he had another opportunity to start. And he has 7 catches on his head. You know what I'm saying? And I know it might be
What
too
Witherspoon didn't play. He didn't play.
I know, but Kobe Bryant was complaining that he got moved to safety.
Oh, I
because
see what you're
Witherspoon
saying.
came in.
Okay.
And now he had opportunity to play corner. He had 7 catches on him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, Kobe Bryant, Trey Brown, Bobby Wagner. I was looking at the stats. I think they all give up like 65 plus yards each.
Oh my
Mm.
god.
Passing. I don't know what Bobby Wagner is doing in pass coverage. I was gonna say,
Hey,
Bobby Wagner,
to be
he's
fair,
like
he's
kinda washed.
he's
I'm gonna be honest.
no. He's one of the
His age is
he's
showing.
decent when it comes to pass coverage last year.
Yeah, he's decent, but his age is starting to show a little bit. Because
After
now
week
there's-
one,
now he's starting to become a liability. It's not even though I know he's good for the running game, but when you start to become a liability, it's unfortunate. I think losing Jamal Adams does hurt this team a little bit in week one because he was supposed to come in there and fill in for some of those passing downs that Bobby Wagner was out there for, and I understand that, right? But that defense was just atrocious. I don't think there's any excuse
Yeah.
for that week one, regardless if it's just a week one. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're giving up 100 yards to 2 receivers, and they're now in their rookies, Tutu Atwell and Nkua, whatever his name is,
Yeah.
that's just
That's
ridiculous.
concerning, but I'm not ready to hit the panic mode. I think this is just a bad game from Seattle.
yeah, just
They should've
yeah,
drafted
They
bad
should.
week one.
They're gonna bounce back week 2, and then they're gonna look like the team. that-
They're looking like they should have drafted
Should've
Jalen
drafted
Carter,
Jalen
right?
Carter.
Yeah, they should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Carter would have been nice on the
Yeah.
Seahawks right now,
Exactly.
especially with Witherspoon not playing. Oh
Yeah.
man, they look.
That might be the one that comes back and hurts them.
It
They
might.
don't miss.
It
They don't
could.
miss in the draft.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, not since 2021.
Yeah, they
They haven't
hitting
been
pretty
missing.
well.
Yeah.
But
So
going to the offensive side of the ball, though, I'm not gonna lie. This is exactly what I told you I was gonna happen. Geno Smith. What did I tell you? He's an old lady driving a brand new Lambo like a Prius.
What?
He does not know what he is doing. The brother is out there confused. He's out the sideline just staring into the abyss. He's not even on the MacBook or trying to review any plays. This guy, I'm not going to lie, I watched the game. He always wanted the big play. He didn't take the check down to the tight end. He didn't look at Will Disley. He didn't take the flats. He was always looking down the field for DK Metcalf or Jason or Tyler Lockett. And none of those guys decided to show up, okay? If he continues to play like this or whatever new thing they're trying to do on offense, it's going to hurt the Seahawks. They're not going to be a successful team if you put the ball in Geno Smith's hands and say, let's go make some big plays. It's never going to work for that team, particularly because of Geno Smith. But I'm not saying that he's bad, but it's just the way he was playing the other day was just atrocious.
It was a bad game for him, but that's just overreaction.
Yeah,
I think,
that's
in my
way
opinion.
overreaction.
No. He showed glimpses of this last season, near the end of the season, bro. He was looking for he didn't take the checkdowns like he was. What made Geno Smith so successful was when he just took those easy checkdowns that were given to him. But now he's in a situation to where he got that contract. He's a new guy. He can do what he wants because he knows he's a starter. He wants the big plays now. I don't know what he's going for, MVP or whatever, but it's just not going to work out for him in Seattle.
I think it's gonna work out for sure.
Yeah. It
We
was
just
just a
gotta
bad
give it one
game.
more week. If he
Just a
does this
bad
again
week.
next week, then I'll be like panic mode. 0-2 already, yeah, panic mode.
Yeah.
Because they're just too talented to go out there and do that. Man.
That's what I'm
Against
saying.
A mediocre Rams team that are both on offense and defense.
Yeah, they're just carried by their coach right now, Matthew Stafford.
Mhm.
Exactly. But hey, though, we got one last team on the agenda, the Raiders and Broncos. This is my guy, Russell Wilson. They lost 17-16, down to a field goal. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not overreacting. I think Russell Wilson played a very solid in respect to a Raiders team. That's just what happens when it comes down to a close game. First game of the season with Sean Payton, feeling things out. Javonte Williams, he's the guy that they expected. Jerry Jeudy is missing. I think this is an okay game. I think Courtland Sutton was really good. People were questioning his contract a couple seasons ago. But I think this is a very good game out of the Denver Broncos. I think we're going to see bigger things moving forward.
Come on,
Are you really
bro.
convincing us? Are you trying to convince us?
I'm being serious.
Well, he said with a shirt, bro.
He said it with a straight
He said
face.
with a straight face. He said, "Oh, I'm not gonna give Russell Wilson so much blame because he's playing a really well, respectable, and solid Raiders team."
It's the
You
Raiders,
really
bro.
Say that casually.
Are you serious?
That
They
Raiders-
have nobody on defense besides Max Crosby, bro.
And this guy put up 16 points.
They played good. I don't know.
You
what they
had
have,
Sean
but they played
Payton. Everybody was hyping up Sean Payton's going to call the plays, not Joe Lombardi. They couldn't score. Well, actually, they had 16 points, right?
2
Four-
touchdowds.
2 touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
So 4 more points better than their average from last year. 4 more points. 16 points.
Yeah, that's true. But
But what?
They also did miss 4 points because they were supposed to hit a field goal and they missed the PAT. So they were
Okay.
supposed to have
That's
20
a
And the
Different
points.
dude, the
game
dude, the
happened.
dude
Will
thought he
Levis.
was in the Super Bowl calling an offside. What you call it?
Oh, that was crazy. During the kickoff, right?
Yeah.
Right in the beginning of the game. First
What are
quarter.
you trying to
kickoff.
do?
Offside kick.
Offside
crazy.
on what? What's the
He thinks
stakes?
he's playing Madden.
He thinks he got Drew
He's playing
Brees that's
Madden.
gonna score a touchdown. He thought he had Tracy
You do that if you
Porter.
have a good offense.
He thought he had Tracy Porter, Darren Sharper on that defense.
Yeah.
He thought he had Peyton Manning, throwing ducks. Come on now, bro. It's Jimmy Garoppolo, man. Just win, right? That's what the Raiders do with Jimmy Garoppolo. They just win. I'm telling you right now, this team is gonna look really bad until they start benching. Yeah, the Broncos. Until they bench Russell. Russell's not that guy.
You can't do all that,
He
bro.
played
I'm
good,
not.
though.
I'm not even joking.
Just
This
one
dude
game.
is more like he's more. What should I say? I would say he's just more focused on his image than being an actual quarterback.
What?
The dude,
How?
it's over,
He does
bro.
focus on his
Dude
image
wants
a
to be a
lot.
president. Go be president. You want to run governor for the state of Colorado? Go do it. Come back to Seattle. You want to run for governor? The election's up right now. Like, what are you doing? Like, end your career if you want to focus on whatever you're gonna do after the NFL. But this guy he's done. The Seahawks made him, and now he's losing his Hall of Fame chances. People are saying he might not be a Hall of Fame quarterback no more, just because of this stint with the Broncos.
That's insane.
That's how bad
That's insane.
like it can get. Like
I thought he played decent this game though. He had 2 touchdowns. His completion percentage
based on
really
last
high.
year. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I
He-
thought he played much better than what he did last year for sure. But
yeah, but you lose to the Raiders.
maybe the Raiders are a sleeper team going to this year.
Are
We
you,
don't know
are
that.
You trying to tell me this, or are you trying to
I
convince us?
don't know.
Like, what's
Jimmy
going on?
Garoppolo is a winner. He got the job done once again. I feel like them getting rid of Derek Carr was the best move they could have done because Derek Carr likes to go for the hero ball plays. This guy, he didn't.
Wait a
He
minute.
went out there and won them the
Wait
game.
a minute. What?
Yeah, I think. Derek Carr. I think he would have lost him this game.
He's on the Saints right now.
I know he's on my Saints, but I think Derek Carr. Because I don't know if you watched the Saints game. That last play, he went for the hero play. Luckily, it worked out for us. If that was on the Raiders, I don't know if that worked out for them. He likes to go for the hero ball play.
I agree with that.
That's, a
He,
fair
that's what
point.
he likes to do. He wants to call a game. I like it, but at the same time, sometimes you gotta know, just not to do it.
That's Jimmy. That's literally Jimmy G.
Jimmy G, he gets the job done. He doesn't care what his stat line is. Let's go out there and win. And he does it all the time. What he do game 1, he beat the Broncos.
I'm just so curious to see how long this plays out with Jimmy Garoppolo and the Raiders. I want to know how the season
Bro,
ends.
it might be
Me
for
too.
a minute. It might
Me
be for
too.
3 years. I'm not gonna lie.
What the hell are you talking about, bro? Oh, stop talking, bro.
He said 3 years. He said 3 years. Oh my God.
I was thinking maybe they might win 8-9 games.
I thought he was gonna say 3
That'd be
weeks.
a very-
I thought he was
that'd
gonna
be
say
some-
3 weeks. I thought he was gonna say 3
I thought we
weeks.
were on the same
He
page.
said
We're talking
3
long term.
years.
Stop talking, bro. Do yourself a favor, bro.
3 years.
bro. Oh my
Crazy.
God. Nah, but the Raiders are actually looking better than I expected.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just
Yeah,
the Broncos.
same.
Just the Broncos. Maybe.
I think it's
The
just the
Broncos got a
Broncos.
good
I don't think
defense,
the Raiders
though,
are a good team.
No, me neither.
I don't think they're. This is the battle between the worst. Some two bad teams,
Yep.
and the Raiders ended up winning.
Yep.
Because the Raiders, I was thinking that the Raiders are gonna lose because the Broncos have a much better roster than them, right? You know
Yeah.
Russell Wilson,
Yeah.
and he gave Russell Wilson Sean Payne.
Yeah.
You guys think Russell Wilson's gonna change his career with Sean Payne? You guys thought that? I don't know what's going through, especially you. I don't know what's going through your head. Let it go.
That's MVP.
Let it go. You're gonna go
Russell
insane.
Wilson's my MVP, man.
Still?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hill
You're
you're
gonna
down
go,
on.
he's gonna drive you insane. Let it go, bro.
Probably will.
This team is just. They're not
They're
good.
dog water, bro.
But
They're
they lost
trash.
because they're kicker, though. To be fair,
I don't care, bro. You gotta beat the Raiders. They don't have nobody on
You
defense.
can't
They
say
only
I
play-
don't care. You can't say
I
that.
guess you can.
You missed
because
out 4
You're
points.
relying on your kicker to win you games against who do they got on defense besides Max
You're
Crosby?
just asking him to do the job that they paid him. for.
I'll
That's
tell
not
you.
good.
Who they
What?
have, I'll tell you who they have on defense. Jerry Tillery. They also have
Yo, this
Marcus
is
Epps,
potentially
Marcus
one
Peters.
of the worst
Garbage.
rosters on defense, and you're out here gonna tell me I'm gonna rely on my kicker instead of my star QB
To be
who's
fair,
getting paid
Russell
$250
Wilson
million
did not
to
have
take me to
any-
the end zone?
He didn't have any options on offense. His leading receiver was Shane Perrine, the backup running back.
What are you talking about? Cortland Sutton is the
Bro, I had 4 catches for like 30 yards. I was trying to gas it up.
Bro,
okay.
Cortland
Maybe
Sutton is
Cortland
actually
Sutton's
nice.
he's a nice.
He's real.
Decent. He's
He's
decent.
decent, but he wasn't
Yeah,
good enough
he's
to
a
get off of the
nobody.
He's a
press.
solid number 2 over 3.
How about you ask Russell Wilson to do better? How about White instead of looking at
What
Cortland
do you want
Sutton?
me to do? Russell
talk
Wilson
about
played great.
He did not play great.
He gave him the opportunity to win. The team sold. The kicker should
playing
have hit his
great
point.
is getting the ball in the end zone against one of the worst defensive rosters in the league.
Okay.
That's what playing great
I
is.
think you're overreacting, bro. Usually he's talking about bench.
Okay,
Bro.
when he plays
You
an
say he's
above
not in the Hall
average
of Fame?
defense, he made them look like a good defense. When he plays
We
above
just
average
laughed
defense,
at
we're
who
gonna go back
do
to reality and we're gonna talk about how he's one of the worst QBs in the
We
league.
just-
Like last year.
we
I don't
just-
think anything changed.
we
He's gonna
just-
repeat the same
We
thing he
just
did last
laughed
season.
at Jordan. Not Jordan. What's his name from the Jalen Hurts
Yeah.
for what 170 yards
Yep.
on how many attempts I said like 30
33.
something.
We said it wasn't crazy. We didn't say we were laughing at him. bro.
You were laughing at him.
Maybe a little bit, but I'm not going.
Russell Wilson had more attempts and threw for 177.
Oh my God.
All right, he took 2 sacks.
He didn't
no
take the sack.
receiver-
He got sacked twice.
He took 2 sacks, I would say, because he probably held the ball too long. All I'm saying is the guy is not it. Everyone's trying to convince. Oh, I should say not everyone. You're trying to convince us that he's what? Let Russ cook, right?
Bro, he's gonna.
The Seahawks made his career.
Russell Wilson is a comeback king. He comes back in
He's a
games.
comeback
he
king?
comebacks in seasons. He's gonna
Comes
come
back?
back in his career. And he's been doing it
In
all
your
his
dreams,
life.
bro. In your dreams.
No, I literally see it
You're
coming.
you're
I-
dreaming, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I could see this team trading for Mike Evans too, or a receiver because
Why would the Bucks do that?
no, because this team needs a standout wide receiver.
They do need
for
one.
Russell
They
Wilson
do,
because-
yeah.
Bro,
That
Jerry
is-
Judy, what is this guy doing? No, we're talking about Russell Wilson. What has Jerry Judy done since he entered the
Sounds
league?
like you're making excuses
He
for
gets
Russell
hurt
Wilson,
every
bro.
other day. I'm not gonna lie. He should just get pushed around in a wheelchair 24/7, so he can stand up on Sundays. Cause this is ridiculous. He has no out, bro. Shane.
I thought
Perrine-
Sean Payton is the one that's calling the plays. Is going to make the offense look elite.
I don't know what Sean Payton's doing. His age is. I don't know, bro. I don't know what he's. I'm not gonna lie.
What's the common denominator here?
So I'm saying, like, what is it?
Fair
It's
enough.
Russell
Fair
Wilson. They try to blame Nathaniel Hackett. What happened in game 1, week 1 again? Year 2 of Russell.
Nathaniel
They
Hackett
lose
was
a close game.
That's
Everybody laughed at Nathaniel Hackett. They should be laughing at Sean Payton. You lost to Jimmy Garoppolo. You were bullying Russell Wilson, bullying all the Broncos players. For what? Just to lose to the Raiders that everybody thought was going to win 1 or 2 games and Caleb Williams going there?
Okay. Fair enough.
Nobody's
Fair
on
enough.
defense.
Fair enough. I
Max
can't-
Crosby. Bro, what's his name? The other the
Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones. Dude's at home.
He
Wasn't
didn't
even playing.
Yeah.
He's tweeting, hey, good luck to my guys.
He didn't even go to the game like Chris Jones.
And Russell Wilson still got sacked. Max Crosby's that dude.
Yeah.
They paid a right tackle $60 million from the 49ers.
Mike
He
Glenn,
got
whatever,
bullied
yeah,
by Max
yeah.
Crosby.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's no denying it. The Broncos team still got a lot of things to figure out. You know
They
what I'm
got
saying?
a lot. It's not.
But we gotta show the Raiders some love. They were the winning team.
Yeah.
Jacoby Myers came up with 2 touchdowns. But before he got hurt, Jacoby Myers was hooping.
He
He was.
He was a dominant
Yeah.
wide receiver. He showed that he should have never got kicked out of the Patriots because when he got the ball, it wasn't like it was these easy catches too. He was like getting the ball off of his DBs. And that's a respectable DB room too. You know what I'm saying?
Very respectable.
Yeah, Devontae Adams is there too. And honestly, Josh Jacobs didn't even have that loud of a game, but you can still feel his impact too at the same time. So I think this Raiders team, like Splash was saying, it could be better than we expected.
I agree.
You know, Jimmy Garoppolo too. He's out there. He looked confident as a quarterback too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I just think that he's gonna be their guy moving forward for at least 2 to 3 years.
Depending how this season ends, to be honest.
Yeah. 2 years is crazy.
Hey, you never know. You never know. But hey, though, there we go, y'all. Pinhead Sports. Let us know what y'all think. Make sure you keep up with us on Twitter. Check us out.